get my shit going. So I
All
think
right.
we should look for Chaz. Because the other thing too is, I'm a bit scared that her van is either going to lock us out or kill us. I'm not certain which it is, but it has way too much intelligence for my liking.
Probably. Kind of shares that personality aspect of Shaz, doesn't it?
Yeah, and do you want that in an object that has even less empathy than Shaz does?
Oh, wow.
Hey, I've known Shaz a long time. You know, Shaz and I grew up together, and it's kind of like got a good sense of who she is, and it's scary at
I
times.
have to say, Shaz is always there for you when if it's good. But so we should
If it's good.
keep that
If
if
it's
it's
good.
good. Okay, so how do we track down uh we don't know where Slick lives, right? So I think
So I just wanted you guys to know, like you're standing out on the
yeah,
street outside the
yeah,
doorway
yep,
on the street, right? So you have a lineup as the video that's spooling on your battle map, right? There's that lineup of people trying to get in. You guys are coming out, so there's a lot of people around that could be listening. I just want to point that out.
okay.
Okay. So
So
Let's
perhaps
be
we should
honest, we're not that skillful. We would still be blabbing in front of everybody.
alrighty.
no, we
Anna
let's
would tell us to shut up.
Anna would tell us to shut up. So
All right.
I
Okay. Well, I think we should go back. We should meet up somewhere, guys, and have a bit more of a bit of a private chat about this. You know, who knows what people are listening to, what we're chatting about.
all right.
Agreed. Time
So
to go.
are you
So
guys
Anna,
gonna?
you want to say anything?
You got the van right there, right? So are you gonna
Yeah,
get in the van, or are you gonna?
you're gonna get in the van.
Yeah, we'll get in the van, and then once we shut the doors, we should have enough privacy to actually chat.
Yes.
Yeah,
And if not, we'll set the ban on anybody.
The van is pretty amazing. The van is
Yeah.
pretty amazing.
it is.
I'm just gonna
It
move
is.
you guys up to the travel page
It's a possessed little thing.
because it will just
Um,
help you guys kind of again have the map and reacquaint yourself with the layout of Night City. And you guys are in the city center. That's where this club is. You live in
yep.
Watson. Yeah, I mean, pretty much the city center in Watson's where you guys have been so far. Well, in Pacifica too, for the Voodoo Boys.
Yeah.
Do you think we should actually then go track down her toy boy G? Can't remember his name. Been so many.
Um,
Do you think we should try and
Goral,
track him down,
Goral.
Gorel, or
Yeah,
see if
we
anyone
could.
knows where he
But
is? Because he
so
might
the
actually
question
know.
is, would we know? How would we find out? So the question is, how would we find out
How would we
um,
find out what?
where Goral lives?
That's what I'm saying. We do.
We could always ask. We could always ask the van to take us to Goral's.
Yeah, because the van may know.
Does Shaz have like? Does her handheld device have a locator on it? You know, like the Find Me thing on an iPhone.
Okay,
Has she
so
still got her device, or are we still
remember,
on
you
a
guys all
phone?
have your vendor machine burn
Yeah.
phones, burn
Right.
agents, right? And you guys
Agents.
all
That's
gave
it.
each other the numbers to everybody else.
Yeah.
Right.
So we could
So
ring her again.
could just call her and then if that doesn't work, try and track the number.
Yeah, because you
Okay,
kept
that sounds
calling her
good.
earlier and she wasn't answering, was odd.
Yes.
Again, unless she's
So
shagging.
maybe.
And the van doesn't know where she is.
The van hasn't. Well, I think the van. What did we do last time? I think the van wasn't releasing Chaz's private information to you, the likes of you.
Hey, hey, hey! Language, please.
I am. Yeah, I'm just saying. So if you get in the van, you're getting in the van, right? Getting in the van.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're
Yeah.
getting
We're
in
in
the
the van.
van.
We're in the van.
Okay. Just want to do one thing here while we're in the van, and just again, as you get in the van, the AI's light turns red and lights up. Welcome. to Shaz's van. It is fully operational. How may I help you today? I can't do a Hal voice, so anyway, whatever. It lights up and gives you the creepy AI
Thank you
voice.
well, because I'm like, huh?
Hello,
Flinch
Van.
every time I hear it.
Hello, Van.
Hello, Van. It is only us. We do not need anything apart from maybe transportation.
I feel a bit like Simon and Garfunkel here and going, hello, darkness, how's our friend? A bit creeped out by this whole band.
So,
Brilliant.
so just so Jody knows, Jody, I'm going to hand over control of the AI, which is going to be that Hal kind of like persona. I think you and I talked about that, to you. And so you
Yeah.
can role play the van from this moment forward, because the van is going to be emulating what Shaz has programmed it to emulate.
Yes.
Okay, so the van is now Shaz, or Jody's to control. So confused. Okay.
Well, we could.
Hello, Anna. Let me know what you
That's
need.
That's good, even creepier.
that's just terrifying. Flat out.
Has the van eaten somebody and taken on a new personality?
Van, do you know where Shaz is? We were meant to pick her up.
Of course.
Can you take us there?
I'm afraid I can't do that, Anna.
Why not, Van?
Oh, fuck
Just
me.
got a shiver, man. I just got a
It's-
shiver.
it's
I
terrible.
know. Oh,
Can't do that.
Brilliant.
Van, stop being a brat. Just tell us where Shaz is. Come on, let us know. You know you can
She
trust
has
us.
not raised that permission to you.
Pardon?
so can you take us to Garal's place?
I'm afraid I can't do that.
Is that because you don't know? Is that because you don't know where Gorel is? Because you don't know everything. Or you just don't want to.
I don't understand that question.
Bet you do. Bet you do. God
So Van, what can you do for us?
I can do many things.
Well, spit it out. And play nicely. How can you help us?
I can do many things.
List them.
Van, can you call Shaz, please? We want to talk to her.
I'm afraid I can't do that.
Why not?
Why can't you do that?
She instructs me.
This is as productive as calling it to us.
Press one if no.
I don't know if you'd like to have.
Are you pressing one?
Okay.
All right.
What else are we gonna find here?
I'm going to. There's a doorman out back, right at the front, Vic?
Yes, there is. I'm sorry, I
So-
almost choked on you guys and had. I was just too funny, and my tea went down the wrong way. Oh my god!
Yeah.
Oh, this is just too funny. Okay, sorry. There's that
That's
doorman
okay.
at the front door, and remember, the doorman let in Anna and
Oh yes,
who did the doorman? You guys, I think it was Anna and Vert
and blue.
got in.
Or Vert?
No, Anna and Blue. No,
So
Anna and Vert and Blue and Dr. J had to go in through
the back.
the laundry thing last time.
Back
So
door.
I look
Oh
at
my
Vert
god, that
and I
was funny.
say, Vert, you're the investigator. Why
Yeah.
don't you go and talk to the
Doorman.
doorman to see if we can get an address for Gorell or Slick, or Slick.
Did she leave with Slick or did she leave with Gorell?
She left with Slick.
Left with Slick. So let's go and
Yes.
find Slick. And then that's out of the. If she's not there, then that eliminates him.
Okay. Oh,
I'll go
sorry.
with you.
You're
I
gonna
know
come
we'll
with
come
me?
with you. Yeah, I'll come with you.
I was still reassured with you because you're big,
I'm just gonna.
big protectress. Okay. Yo. Doorman. Bobby, isn't it?
Oh,
How
you're.
you doing? How are things clicking?
Why are
Are you
you
deaf?
talking to me? Why are you talking to me? You came out of the club. You're not getting back in.
Hey, you know me. I'm Vert, I'm the Greeks person.
The the
Just
Greek
have a
has
question.
nothing to do with the van. I mean, with the club.
With the
Oh my
van.
God, it's
Oh
all
my
about the
god.
van. We went through this last time. The Greek is just a club goer. He does not own the club, so dropping his name, lady, isn't gonna get you anywhere. What do you want?
Hey, I'm looking for my friend. I think you know my friend Shaz. She went off with the guy whose name begins with S, Spliff
Slick.
or
Slick.
something.
Slick.
Slick. She went off with Slick last night. We're looking for her. She's our best bud. So, what can you tell us?
With the mention of the name Slick, the guy pulls out a Glock. You better move along.
Hey, I don't want to buy a Glock. I want to know where Slick is. Come on, you tell
He
me where Slick
also says in his headpiece, "We got a problem."
No, you don't have a problem. Can I do a persuasion?
You can do persuasion, but the difficulty is going to be astronomical because absolutely go ahead and do it, but I'm going to give you a super high difficulty because A, he's already hostile. B, he's already called the other security guys.
You're so mean. You're
Well,
so
no,
mean.
but you're if you understand, if
Post
I
Christmas, this is the new year. Be nice to us. I tell you, I've gone through 4 days. Is it 4 days in this game? And it's like the longest time of my life.
I know it takes months. This week feels like it's taken months.
Yeah. Okay. Here we go.
Oh, just
Persuasion.
wait, just wait. Well, I didn't give you the DV. That's right. Well, it was going to be 23, so you're messing it anyway. Because
All
it's
right. Okay.
hostile, it's hard, he's already got his Glock out, he's already on guard.
Fine.
And you mentioned the
Okay.
club owner's, like, right-hand guy that does all the dirty jobs.
Yeah. Oh, I'm only just off. Blimey. Okay, Bobby.
But I will do something nice for you, since you mentioned
I
it.
don't need any of that kind of servicing just yet. I just
Yeah.
want this.
But as the game runner, I'm going to give you guys all one of these inspiration tokens
Oh.
to use. So we're not using luck now in this game, and this is from it's D&D 5e. So you get those inspiration tokens. Okay, sorry. Go
My
ahead.
God.
So what can the tokens I can use it?
To re-roll, you can re-roll any D20 roll. You can give it
Right.
to one of your colleagues. You
Okay.
can use it to add some kind of interesting narrative
Yeah. Okay. Well,
element
you've
to it.
made it. It's gonna be super hard to persuade Bobby here to tell me about Shaz. He's pulled out a gun. Um, and he's just radioed to somebody. So I'm gonna kind of wink at Anna just to see whether she could apply a little bit of charm on good old Bobby here because he's a bit of a guy who thinks he's a stud muffin, but he's gone a bit soft and doesn't get the chicks as much. Anna, big wink.
Okay, so Anna is going to act a little coy and say, I understand you've been told. Okay, you're doing your job. We don't want trouble. We just need to know direction. Simple point. Look, and we leave right now.
He's like, listen, I don't want any trouble. You don't
Didn't
want
hear
any
it from you,
trouble.
darling.
No. I'm sorry. You guys are asking about people that are just going to get you in trouble. I'm trying to warn you nice because I have a job and there's lots of witnesses here. Move
I
on.
understand. We don't want trouble.
Move on. And then as he says that, he's got another team of guys coming out. So
Right, so he's
another
getting back up.
Yeah, he already called in his earpiece for backup, so he's gonna have 3 more bouncers come up.
Okay. You know, just a friendly chat, just caring about our friend. We're not really bothered about anything else, but I understand it's difficult for you guys. Yeah. So we'll leave. We'll leave. But Bobby, if you got any information, now or later, just feel free to tell us because we just want to know where our friend is. We're worried about
Okay, so when these other guys come up, the guy that you're talking to that you're nicknaming Bobby,
her.
it's like Bobby's not my name. He turns and goes. They're asking about Slick, and they're asking about Jarrell, and these other 2 guys immediately pull out their pistols as well. Do you want to come back in the club and have a conversation with us?
Everyone's just hostile.
Yeah.
I'm gonna
So
put.
More
again,
mindful.
you guys are on the street at the entranceway of the club, right? So you're still on the public street. You can get away.
Right.
But if you want to go in and talk with them again, then this is just let me know which way you want to go. How much do
I'm
you
gonna
really want to risk this?
I'm gonna put my hands up to show I'm not carrying any weapons. I'm gonna say we're not interested in Slick or the other man. We just know our friend left with them, and we only interested in our friend. We couldn't give shit about whatever his name is. So we want to find our friend and then leave. That's all. Hopefully that will calm things down slightly. Want me to make a persuasion check or?
You could. It's going to be high again, 23.
All right. I do make it with advantage though, so. Uh,
Oh
one
shit.
close but no cigar.
Um,
Okay.
I'm not for going in with these guys. Bit leery about what's going on here because there seems to be a rapid increase in aggression.
Yeah, I
So
think that they're concerned about the 2 blokes, and we're only concerned about Shaz. So.
yeah.
From the inside of the van, you hear something emerging, and it says, "Departure imminent in 10 seconds."
Oh look!
Oh,
Fuck.
Our lift is going. Bye bye, people.
I gotta
Our
go.
Uber is taking
9,
off.
8,
Get
I'm
in!
gonna jump.
Get in!
7,
I'm
Bye,
gonna jump in.
Bobby.
Where's,
6,
Bye, darling. See
get
you
in!
next
Get
week.
in!
I'm gonna run and
We're
jump in the
leaving!
van.
Go! Come on!
Blimey. Woof. That was close, guys.
Oh my god. Oh
Fantastic.
my god.
and as soon as the countdown reaches 1, the doors snap close, everything locks, and the van takes off like 0 to 80 in 2 seconds.
Who is driving?
If you are not already strapped into your seats, I would recommend strapping in. We may be moving at quite fast speeds, and corners may be also tight.
Oh shit! Dr. J scrambles in and clicks in.
Exits are available at the front and the rear of the van, but I would not recommend trying to use them, as the locks have been closed and will not reopen until the vehicle has come to a complete stop.
So
Oh
This
my
van is
god.
just so scary.
I'm
Ah,
gonna take the. I'll take the seat by the door.
oh my god.
And it is moving. It's fast.
so
The corners are tight. Lou might have an idea. It's kind of in her head about what streets they're going through, but it's kind of making the rest of you a bit dizzy.
I just go, can you tell us where the fuck we're going?
I'm afraid I can't do that.
Why not?
I haven't been authorized to release locations.
Who the fuck authorized you to drive?
Shaz.
Damn Chad.
Thank you, van. I'll just sit back and put my hands behind my head and put my feet up on the seat opposite or something. Relax.
Oh my god. Are you in contact with Shaz right now? Oh well.
Yes.
You didn't tell us that. This goddamn van. All right, if we just sit here and be quiet, eventually you'll take us to Shaz. Is that how this is gonna work?
My destination is Shaz, and as you are traveling with me, we would arrive at the same location.
Hey, Van, could you play some music, please?
Of course. And the music comes on, but it's maybe not quite music as much as screams and drills and whirs and buzzes.
Like a bit of
Oh,
death metal.
I pressed the wrong
Yeah.
song. I
Hey,
put
so
on the
that certainly
beach
ain't the
bum
death
music.
metal. This is like, woohoo!
The beach bum music. Oh, sorry.
It's
Death
if,
metal.
if you
That's
listen a little bit closer, you think it might have been a recording of one of the surgeries that has been performed in this van on perhaps an unwilling participant.
oh,
Brilliant.
oh.
So you keep going for half an hour, 45 minutes or so. And you could swear that sometimes you've made these corners before. You're not sure if it's a direct route or a bit circuitous.
We know which section of the city we're heading. I mean, not exactly where, but I mean, are we going north into Watson or into Westbrook or?
Does someone want to do a roll to see if they can keep track of all these, the van's taking all these weird routes and driving around in circles and trying to disorientate you? Who wants to do the roll for the group?
So
And
what would it
that
be?
would probably be tracking, maybe,
I can track
as a skill.
Yeah,
I
And
Yeah, well,
and
you go.
that's not me.
Okay, let's have a look. Tracking. Oh, where's tracking?
should be at the
Down at the
bottom of the
bottom.
skills list.
Okay, tracking. Well, of course, my alphabet's a bit off. Okay, see, I told you I was a great tracker.
Yes, we are in Night City. Well done.
Yeah, you don't know. You're a little bit discombobulated, so unfortunately, yeah, the van has done a. If the van is trying to be a little bit circumspect on where it is taking you, it has succeeded because 12 isn't good enough.
As it keeps going, there's not a lot of windows in this van. There's kind of a small one at the back, and a shutter comes down and blocks it completely. And you see a bit of a flicker in the front windows, the windshield, and it's tinted now. You can't even see out.
Oh,
Are you sure your Jazz wants you to take us along with you?
Shaz made no mention of you.
Fuck me.
She told me to come for her, and I am.
okay. To help you, go to Shaz. Nice one, Van. Yeah, I'm chilling out.
If you would not like to accompany us, we could make arrangements.
No, that's all right. That's okay. I'm here. Yep.
So the van slows down for a little bit and then comes to a complete stop. But nothing changes. The doors are still locked, the windows are still blacked out.
Are we here, Van?
Momentarily. And you hear a grinding noise.
Oh God.
I'm gonna
And then the
die.
van very slowly starts moving forwards again, maybe 20, 25 feet. Maybe, you don't know. It's dark, you can't see anything. And stops again. Destination arrived. And the windows go clear again and the doors unlock.
Where are we, Van?
Okay, I'm gonna change you to a different. And Van, I hope you're okay. I'm changing them to a street scene. Is that okay, Van?
See,
Yeah,
even you're scared of
yeah.
Van.
An ally,
The
Allie.
idea. Hang on. The idea was that they were going into sort of a building. It was a garage door that was opening.
Yeah, that's what I figured.
Okay, well, I don't have that prepared, so that's where you guys end up.
Yeah, no, that's okay.
That's-
Okay,
We have arrived at our destination.
in which direction is Shaz? Van?
Oh, and I'm gonna have to interrupt. Well, never mind. You keep going. You're doing a great job, Van. So, but I'll interrupt when I need to give you cues. Do
Sh- Shaz is here.
Where is here?
you guys
Where are
all
we?
want to roll
I'm afraid I
a?
can't answer that.
I want to
Every
know where I am.
everybody
Well,
roll.
Van,
Yeah, everybody. I want you to do a roll to see if you know this location in the city, because some of you may in character know, and some of you may not. So if we're gonna look at your character sheet, let me just check out the skills real quick. Sorry, I gotta bring them up. We don't have anything like local knowledge. I guess it will just be tracking again. So everybody roll tracking. Tracking is gonna be a high DC of 19 to see if you recognize it. Oh, congratulations, Vert.
Yeah,
You
hey.
Nice
know,
one.
Nice.
you know that down in that green light. You know that very well. This is a very well known, highly reputable Ripper Doc clinic. And you
A
know it
reputable
belongs
what? Sorry.
Ripper Doc, so a
Okay.
street doc, doctor, a Ripper Doc. And this is a secret clinic. This is like a very hush hush, very exclusive Ripper Doc that people just don't walk in. You only get invited in.
Ooh.
But you've heard of this guy. It's a Ripper Doc named Victor Vector. And he is
Victor
well
Vector?
known. Victor Vector. And he is very well known as being one of the best Ripper Docs in the city. But usually trying to find him is hard. And, but you
What is
have.
Shaz doing here? I didn't know Shaz knew such people. This must be Spliffer or whatever his name is, who I cannot remember his name for the life of me.
Slick.
Slick.
Slick. I think I might just stick with Spliffer.
Spliffer.
um. Okay, guys, this is a high-end Ripper Dog. Did anyone know that Shaz was involved in any of this stuff?
Does
Or
that
why?
surprise any of us?
She never mentioned anything to me.
I know she doesn't say a lot, but I didn't. Yeah, this must be Spliffer who brought her here. Can't imagine
Alright.
Shaz coming here. Anyway, we're gonna have to be in our best presentation to get through the doors here, because it's exclusive, it's expensive, and they don't like people like us who are poor, destitute, living in a van, and we're not connected.
Yeah.
So, yeah, you best start. And Dr. J, please, like, wipe the crumbs from around your mouth.
The van door opens,
Okay, I'll
and
get out.
about 6 seconds later, Shaz comes tearing up the stairs,
Ooh,
running for the van.
oh
Oh,
wow.
oh, I ain't moving. I'm just saying that.
No.
What the fuck?
Hello, Shaz.
Shaz! Ooh, Shaz!
Shaz!
What the hell?
Shaz! What the
Ow,
hell?
that was my foot! Okay, I get the impression we need to leave quickly. Van, move!
I'm jumping back in.
You think you can tell my vehicle to
Oh my
move?
god. Shaz, we've come here to rescue you. You've run off out of this building like a cat on fire. Going on my week this week, I think someone's out to kill you, so I'm like, let's go, baby.
Then Shaz just sort of reaches behind her and pushes a button on the dash, and the van takes off again.
Show off. Always
So
want to
that
show
is what that button does. Very good.
So, Shaz,
What are you
where
all
have you
doing
been?
here?
What's going on?
Been
We came to
looking for
rescue you. I hope you appreciated that. Used all our best talents, especially mine, to find you.
You came to rescue me.
Of course. Look at us.
From what?
I don't know. We got worried about you. You didn't come back. We couldn't find you. We asked where you were at the club, and suddenly they're pulling out guns and inviting us in for intimate conversations you really don't want to have. And now you're
Did you
acting a
do?
Yeah,
fool.
What did you do last night?
I am glad
And
to see you
um,
okay, Shaz.
and don't spare the foreplay. Been a slow week.
it's been a bit of a night.
Yes, tell me more.
And she's gonna go over and unlock a cupboard and grab some glasses and a bottle of kind of a cloudy white liquid and start pouring drinks and handing them around. You might need this.
Okay.
Okay,
Nostrovia.
so you know,
Skull.
yeah, sure, whatever. She downs her drink as well. Okay, so the tapes, those Grimes tapes, thought they might be worth something, and I had an extra copy just kicking around, so I figured that maybe it'd be worth something. We could get our money back from the place that was blown up. So I tried to. And she kind of side eyes a look over to Vert and Dr. J. Kind of tried to, well, set something up because y'all didn't seem very interested in it when I kept suggesting it. Uh, Went a bit sideways.
Oh shit,
Don't know where
Sherlock.
Gritch is.
Yeah.
Don't know where
Sideways
Guriel
what way?
is. Don't know where Gritch is. Don't know where Guriel is. Slick and Jack and Dr. Dre. Nice place he's got. A lot of glass. A lot of muscle.
Okay.
Uh, they knew me. And she kind of looks up and shoves her hair back out of her face and takes her sunglasses off. And it's a very subtly different face. Like, still recognizable, but adjustments have been made.
Boo.
Shit.
Boo.
Fuck.
I didn't know you were planning any work. Were you planning any work?
I hadn't been.
Okay.
Can't improve on God's perfection,
All right. Bit delusional still.
but
Maybe if you like take a med, that might resolve that. Okay, what's the deal with the face then? Why have they given you new bits and pieces? Your nose looks great though.
no, see that's what I did. There's cameras and trackers in place that can find people with these adjustments. It may be a little bit trickier.
Who's looking for you?
Maybe. That's what I'm hoping.
Are you in trouble?
Every fucking
Shaz?
body.
Yeah.
You. Oh,
Oh, fuck. I've been in trouble since I was 4 years old, and it was all Vert's fault.
No, it wasn't mine. You led me
But-
astray, lady.
I mean, right now. Are we in danger right now?
I look at Anna and I say, considering what has happened over the past 4 fucking days, I'd say we are in danger right now.
You're paranoid. We need to know if people are chasing us right now.
As far as I know, the whole fucking world is chasing you because y'all are on video, right? He died like hours after we were there. But Anna, the Greek's playing you for something else because, I'm sorry to say this, but he's named Greek for a reason. If you catch my drift.
I do not understand.
No, that went over my
That
head somewhere. else.
that went over my head.
Yeah. Like
But I
Dr.
haven't-
Jade laughed
I
as she,
haven't-
just pretending she understood.
No, I actually, has it something to do with like ancient Rome and
Yeah.
yeah.
Anna, you don't have exactly the right parts for the Greek, so whatever he's been trying to lure you into
Oh.
is not what you're
He
thinking.
likes
Oh,
a bit
he-
of dingle dongle.
Like
I
boy.
don't know.
Okay, I get it.
No,
Or
you're
not
not.
get it.
You're not getting it.
I'm not getting any of it. No.
Which is probably good. You didn't want to get it
Didn't-
from.
No, he's big sweaty man.
Yeah, he's a
Horrible.
bit of a slob. Okay, though, but who's after you to the point you want to rearrange
Well-
your
Actually,
I'm still a bit gobsmacked by all this.
just
And
to
can I
kinda,
get a nose just like that? Because I think that would look great on me.
just to, just to let you know, Shaz, we kind of knew that we were on tape, so we've arranged to at least buy us some time by having that evidence altered.
You you want a new nose?
No,
Seriously?
not
I'll give you a new nose. And she draws her fist
no,
back.
not until like, hey, hey,
Oh
back her up there, back her up,
no!
back her up. I know street fight. And I'll poke your eyes out, girl. You remember when we were 10? Like how I got you all strung up and hanging over the balcony? You remember that? I can do that again.
From around the van, you hear a series of clicks.
All right.
Okay,
Not
hang on a
quite sure.
second.
Is your
Blue's
head
with
turning
us.
around like that?
Hang on a second.
Hi,
Blue's here. So Blue,
Anitra. Jade. Hi.
Save us,
yeah,
Blue.
Blue.
Chaz has gone crazy.
So what's
Hey,
happened
Jade.
is
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year,
Jade.
Jade.
Huh? What? I'm sorry. You cut out.
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.
Oh, Happy New Year.
We just want to bring you up to speed. So you guys left Seventh Hell. You got into the van. The van locked all the doors, shut down all the windows, and took these guys to an unbeknownst place. The AI totally wouldn't tell them where they were. It was going, except that it was going to Shaz. They ended up in this alley outside of a secret Ripper clinic, and Shaz came running out, jumping into the van, and the group is now reunited, and they're all sharing information. And
Reunited and it
yeah,
feels so good.
and Shaz has just told them that she had an extra copy of the master tapes and tried to broker them to Dr. Dre, who is the record exec from Grimes' old record company. And things
Oh.
went a little bit sideways. Found out that the Greek is named the Greek for a reason, and Anna doesn't have the equipment that would interest him. It was all a facade. And they're all, and also Shaz has gotten a little bit of reconstruction work to her face so that she is still semi recognizable as Shaz, but if you didn't know her, you wouldn't recognize her type thing. And that's where. And so Blue's in the van with them, and they're driving, and Shaz is bringing them up to speed, and now everyone's bringing Shaz up to speed with what they've learned. Cool. Any questions?
Not yet.
Okay, so just ease on with it, and we'll go back to Shaz and everybody exchanging information, bringing each other up to speed. And welcome back.
Sure.
Anytime you want a readjustment, you just let me know. It's been a couple of nights and I'm not in the mood.
So where are we heading? Where did you tell Van to go? Where are we heading now?
We're just going in circles for a while.
Oh, seems like we go in circles forever.
Enough hour for at least a day and a half. Is there anywhere specific you want to go? I mean, is there something you're not telling us, Anna?
What do you want to know?
Any popcorn? Because this is getting interesting.
I don't think I know anything anymore.
So you did. So just to let you know, we did visit a friend and got some information um, um, about at least what we got hacked. He was able to hack into the um, city police database and got the video of us leaving the crime scene, and altered our faces on that video. So hopefully the police aren't looking for us. Um, and a few other things too. But that's it. Does that help?
What What few other things?
Oh, um, well, Anna doesn't have any more criminal records. Blue has an excellent driving record. Um,
Sorry.
Gee fucking thanks.
Perfect. Yeah, those, yeah, just general stuff. But the big important stuff was that at least it took the heat off the police from us. But I assume that it's not the police we have to worry about. Who the fuck tried to? Do you think it was one of those that killed one of the ones you were dealing with that killed what's her face?
KZ.
KZ? KZ.
KZ and her crew.
That killed KZ
The
and her crew?
hacker, and then she had some muscle. She
Yeah,
had two other ladies with her.
because they seem to have taken a rather dislike to the fact that you were trying to sell the master tapes to them.
Well, no, I think I just might have said the wrong thing at the wrong time, maybe. Maybe. Was a little intense. But he didn't really seem to care about the tapes one way or another. I mean, he would have, well, he did take them, and took back his credit chip too, which
Oh,
was a pain in the
you've
ass.
got to be kidding. What did you do? What did you say to piss them off?
Nothing other than what I usually say to people. I got a thing, you want the thing, let's make a deal. You
You're
don't
sure
want it, I'll
that
go
doesn't.
find somebody else who wants it.
I don't know, because I hate to say this, Shaz, but yeah, you are like that. But it's just this one where it's turned out to be so bad that you had to change your face. So it must have been more than just the usual.
You guys know Dr. Dre, right? And you know Jack and you know Slick. They make people disappear. I'm good and I make people disappear, but I'm not on their level, you know. I hate even admitting this to you. I'm not on their level. But I don't know who took out KZ. That whole thing is it's weird. And it was military level team that came and took out our place. So even if they were interested in my orange stuff in the fridge, that hardly anybody knew about that, and it wasn't at any level yet that anybody should have really been interested in.
What exactly was the orange stuff?
You guys know the orange stuff that
Oh,
Yeah.
you thought was rat poison that Dr. J might have eaten by mistake, thinking it was some kind of veggie dip.
Uh-huh.
Remember that?
Shaz is gonna go and pour herself another drink, the whole tumbler, and just kind of downs it and spins around, kind of elbows on the counter, and she looks at each one of you in the eyes and says, "Well, it was, in those old stories. Oh my God, I love you."
I wish I could get you a real bottle.
You know what Sassenach actually
Yeah, you and
means?
me both.
What?
Yeah, Outlander,
No, Southerner.
foreigner.
Southerner.
Foreigner?
Southerner.
Southerner.
That's what
Southerner.
Southerner.
English people are.
So if you
Sassenachs.
are all Southerners to Scots because they all live
Yeah.
south of Scotland. I'm a Sassenach.
Yeah. So
Anyway,
that really should be for us, eh, John?
yeah, you're probably right. I love it.
Yeah.
I'll chink that. So okay. So
In those really really old movies, they talk about zombies and mind control and like a hive mind kind of thing. It's just been something I've been working on. I thought it'd be really cool to be able to have a clone, and then you could just kind of send your clone off and do all the shit that you didn't really want to do. Pick up the laundry, go get the shopping, and then you could just sort of enjoy yourself with the more entertaining aspects of life. But it wasn't anywhere near ready. I mean, might put somebody in a doze for a little while, make them more maybe amenable to doing some things they really wouldn't have done in their full mind. But then, their insides just sort of mushed out and their brains melted. But But it's okay. I gave you the antidote. As soon as I figured out that you'd taken it, I fixed it for you. You should feel fine. And if you're not dead by now, then you won't
You
be.
have got to be fucking shitting me.
Look, it was on my shelf. Everybody knows you're only supposed to touch things that are on your own damn shelf.
Tell me, what bright idea does anybody think that making a zombie plague? I mean, this city has gone through enough shit. Do you
I
really
know.
think it needs another
We already
thing
have
like a
enough
zombie
zombies.
plague?
Yeah.
Yeah, but I would be controlling these ones.
Which is, it
Oh,
does not fill me full of joy, I tell you.
we're supposed to trust you.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
Um,
Okay, that's a whole different story for a whole different piece of whatever. I don't know. I don't know what the hell's going on. Do we stay in Night City? Do we just up and leave? Do I just up and leave? I mean,
So
day
hang
and a
on.
half, I can get to a
So
fueling station.
they're coming after you.
I don't know
Why
who they
they?
are, and I don't know if it's me specifically.
Oh God.
how many zombies can you make?
Well, at the moment, none, because they blew up the fucking house. Remember?
Ooh. Well, in the
I,
future, some zombies might be useful, but I don't want them under your control.
I seem to think it wasn't them that blew up house, it was you who stepped on tap.
You blew up a bit the house.
Anyway,
That was by accident. You can't blame me for that.
I don't like men in my bedroom, so I want to kill them.
Right.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
But we don't
And
even
you're
know
lucky
who
you
they
got away.
are.
All right, so where are we at then?
We need somewhere to stay. We need some jobs to find money.
yes,
I need to find ninjas who blew up our home and hurt them.
yes.
Oh, dear. Can I have some more of the cloudy stuff, please? I think I need another jolt.
All right.
She's
So
gonna raise her eyebrow at you. You're gonna trust me to give you stuff? Absolutely. And she hands you the bottle.
Well, I've already had one and it didn't kill me. Yet.
yes.
All right.
Yeah, you'd be fine.
Well, life's fairly shitty. I'm fairly broke.
All right.
Farah's not here, so we still have to go back to the basics, I suppose. I still want Farah. I miss Farah. We need some cash.
We need cash because without cash, with cash we can get some equipment. We can start buying information. So we need jobs.
Yeah. There's a couple of strippers I need to follow up with, though. They owe me a percentage of what work deals they got in the nightclub, so I need to follow up with those guys for a bit of cash, and then I'll snout around and see what's going down.
Okay.
I might know a few things people are willing to pay for. Don't know about the rest of you though.
What about now? Is that did we have tickets for that concert? Or no, we didn't. Did we? Did we have? Is the concert?
Oh, I'm dancing for it, aren't I?
Just to bring you guys up to date,
You have
so
backstage.
the Grimes concert was canceled because she returned to Vancouver after the murder because obviously Free California was not safe. So that concert was canceled, but they're having other bands in Blue if you want to be a go-go dancer for those. You got the name, the number, and they're happy to have you at
Woo!
7th Hell. Yeah, for sure. And today is Thursday night. I'd say it's probably about uh gosh, you guys saw Mickey in the nose. It's probably about midnight. So you guys have learned a couple of things, right? Like that Dr. Dre, at least I think Chaz, did you tell them about what happened last time about not just pissing them off about the other thing being taken, the garbage being taken out?
I would have if I remember it, but I forget. Or is that Guriel?
So the negotiations with Dr. Dre, you told them that you went up there to sell the master tapes. Things didn't go well. He took them. He took his money back, and then he had you driven out to the garbage dump on the eastern Badlands and was going to have you killed.
Oh yeah, no, I didn't tell them that. No, that's embarrassing. I'm not telling anybody that.
Okay, so you guys don't know that in character. You just know the negotiations didn't go well, at least, and she lost the master tapes. And then she's got
Yes.
reconstructive surgery, so no one's going to recognize her, at least.
So
Are you
we're
going to
so
tell them
poor.
about your boyfriend, though? About what you found out about your boyfriend from that mysterious phone call on the person that had his phone? Are you going to tell them about that, or no?
Nope. Nope.
Okay, you guys, again, that's out of character. You guys don't know that.
Excellent.
So just know that the deal went bad, and that's all you know.
That's all we know.
That's all you know.
But
And that
this is Shaz. Shaz
the
doesn't
Greek,
care about collateral damage.
yeah, and the Greek is gay. I think that's pretty much all you know then.
Yes. Right. Can we
Now,
go back? Sorry, go ahead.
I was just wondering, like, Vert, so you just realized that Chaz tried to go behind your back and do a deal to make money off these master tapes without even telling you that. Any in character reaction to that from anybody,
Okay.
or no?
My first questions are: did we made no money? We just made the money from getting them
KZ,
back to
yeah,
KZ.
yeah. You'd each split it up so that I think each one of you had gotten like 1,300 or so.
Yeah, but we
Then you
didn't
had
get
to
any. Go on.
then you had to pay $2,000 to Mickey the Nose for all the stuff he did for you, and I
Yeah.
think Anna paid
Yeah.
500. I think Blue paid 500, and you Vert paid 1,000 because you were pitching in for Dr. J, who's standing on the street corner,
Oh yes.
and who didn't make rent on the street corner. I want to add. Just
Okay.
wanted to add that. So
Where
you
is
guys
the
are
money
pretty
on the
poor.
character sheet?
So okay, let's go back, Chaz. What on earth happened with those tapes? Don't just come back here and say, "Oh, I didn't make any money." I'm broke. We're all broke. I'll be not even able to afford rat. You tell me what on earth went on with those tapes, because I need some cash.
Okay, hang on. Where is the money in the character sheet?
It's
Top of
right
the
at the
page.
top. It's called Wulongs though on their carbon 2120
Oh,
or
there.
2185. It's called
Okay.
Wulongs. And I don't think you guys have been tracking your money properly because you guys have way more money than you probably should have. So anyway, just keep that in mind.
Well, what's the conversion rate between Wulongs and Eddies?
Well, we're gonna still use eddies. We're still gonna use
Okay.
eddies, okay?
Yeah.
We're not gonna change the lore of what we're playing. We're just changing the mechanics to use.
Great. Well, in that case, I can fix that.
Okay. I think I had
Okay,
more, but it's showing
Chaz,
1350 in my
explain
piece.
to me what happened with the tapes, please. Not that I don't trust you, but I don't trust you.
I told you what happened to the tapes. I tried to sell them to get us some extra cash, but it
Us or you?
didn't work.
We're gonna
Us!
get us
We're a
or you?
team, right?
Yeah. Well, why didn't you tell your team?
Yeah. And so where are the tapes then if you didn't sell them?
They're with Dr. Dre.
Me. Where's Dr.
You took the real ones to the deal? Oh.
No!
Oh,
No, give the real
Shaz.
ones back to. We gave the real ones back to what's her face, right?
Well, you took
So
the
you made a
copy.
copy.
The copy you took with you to the actual deal instead of like having a dead drop. Really? Really?
Well, it's not like there was any place really safe I could put them. Our place got blown up.
Rookie move. Rookie move.
Look, y'all didn't want me to make copies of the stupid things in the first place, so I don't know what you're pissed off about not having something that you didn't have to start with.
Because
Not logical thinking.
it is because we might have been like, oh well, okay, but then you're like, oh, let's sell this, we'll make money, and it's like, okay, well, I'm in. And now you're telling me, oh, I didn't make any money, they all disappeared. I didn't know you were such a pushover, Shaz.
Oh.
She's just looks at you and leans back a little bit harder on the countertop, and there's another click from within the van.
Yeah. I hope you're telling us the truth. If you're not telling us the truth, well, oof, could be trouble. And I'm not scared of your van, even though it creeps me out.
We're all scared of
Point of order here. I think you should be scared of Van, and that you know how to find work. I mean, you have all contacts, yes? You know people. So let's go get a job. Let's get money. Let's everybody be happy.
Yeah.
Let's.
Now you have another drink, please.
Woo!
I just want to
Don't
point out that
worry,
Opens up another cabinet.
be happy.
you guys do have a kind of a problem, right?
We
Okay.
have lots of problems.
Uh, but you do
How
have
to
some
get out of
problems. You have like a professional hit squad that came to your home and tore it up. And I'm not sure if you told Shaz about what you saw on the CTV footage that Blue spotted. Do you remember that, Blue? I don't know if you told.
Unfortunately, no.
With a blue spot.
Do you want me to say that? You would say it in character or not? Well, out of character, I'll tell you. You can decide in character if you're going to tell. On the
Okay.
CTV footage of the military squad going into your guys' cargo container homes, you saw that they took out Daryl and they started giving him medical treatment right away, and then they evac'd him out.
Oh,
And
that part.
only Blue kind of spotted that in the midst of them like pulling out equipment and setting up the booby traps. Their first priority was to pull out bloody Daryl from your bloody couch. God knows what else he got from that couch. Hurts, dirty couch. But they gave him medical attention right away. Like, and they were very careful with him and took him away. That's what you saw. I don't know if you're going to share that with Chaz in character, but that was weird for you guys.
Right.
I don't see how it's really that important. But so yeah, no, I'm not gonna bother.
Okay, Shaz, you don't know that. Gosh.
We're not much of a team, are we?
No.
Okay, so we're still in shit. Do you know, guys? We need to get some money. We need to get some work, but I don't know. We need to somehow lie low a little bit or keep off someone's radar because people are seriously got it in for us. And Chaz just lost his some leverage of something, I'm sure. Yeah.
You can't lose something you never had. So you didn't know about it, so you didn't lose it. So get over it.
Never. Never.
Yeah, but we gained the potential hit squad that's coming for you that might come after us because we're next to you.
No. That was way before this all happened.
Uh-huh. Sure.
We cannot find them. So let's find job. Let's go back to work. If they find us again, we kill them or we die. I don't care. Find job first.
Okay.
And go talk to somebody.
Go talk to somebody. All right, I will talk to somebody. I know some. Let me just go off and.
Well,
After
you're in the
she got-
van.
I know I'm in the van. No, I feel creeped out by the van. I still feel all those tingles all over. I know I'm there. I need to go and check in with a couple of strips to get a bit of cash. And also one or two contacts I need to reach out to get some work for us guys.
Can you do it from here, or do you need to go someplace else? If you got a destination, we can go.
Again.
We need another house. Like we need to find money to pay rent and.
Well, okay. I charge reasonable rents, but if we go down to Izzy's place and look at the strippers, I'll get a bit of money there, which maybe we can use even just to be able to find a garage to park up in the van and stay there out of sight and off the street.
That's probably the best.
Yeah.
Sounds good to me.
Yeah.
Okay. So,
like that idea.
Shaz, will you ask your lovely van to take us to Izzy's strip house?
It's actually going to be called
Done.
the
And the
Mox
van
the
immediately
Mox
lurches
Club.
left.
There you go, the Mox Club. Well done.
Right.
I can't remember the
I
name of the strippers, but I'll recognize them.
can't remember the strippers,
I
but
can't
I'll
remember
recognize
anyone's
them.
name tonight, actually. I'm just going to call them all Spliffy.
As long as they're working, you'll
Yeah.
recognize them.
Well, you know, it's always from the neck down. You can always remember them.
Uh-huh.
Oh, sorry. It is. I'm sorry. You're right. It
Yeah.
is. It is Lizzie's nightclub, but it's run by the gang, the Moxits.
All right.
So let's go
Okay.
down there. Let's see
Okay.
where we're at.
Oh,
Adjust
look,
your
there's
screen.
Lizzie's bar. Okay. I'm just going to go in and see Brittany and whoever the other person was, Star Spangled Banner. And
It's
just
okay if we
get.
just stop for a second there and we take a comfort break. Everybody
Yep.
cool with that? It's kind of almost
Yep.
7:30, so let's take
Okay.
about a 7 minute break and we'll come on back.
All right. Sounds
Okay.
good.
Sounds good.
Yep.
Alrighty, thank you. Okay, I'm back. I'm back. Who else is back?
I'm
I'm
back.
back.
I'm back.
Here,
I have to admit,
Alright.
I got a great deal on getting the Cyberpunk 2077 game.
Oh,
Um,
what did you pay for it?
so I ended up paying something like $25 for it.
Oh, that's super cheap. And they
Yeah,
just did an update yesterday where you can customize your vehicles now, at least the skin.
got it.
Yeah, so that's awesome.
Yes. So it's interesting playing it
Oh,
and
you've
seeing
played
some
it.
of the. Yeah, I played it. Oh God, I've been playing it for the past 2, 3 weeks, just here and there.
Hmm.
Yeah, it's an interesting game. I mean, I think I think it's I like the world. I like the the vision of it. It's
Hmm.
not as polished as like The Witcher 3 was, which is the other game from that studio.
Hmm.
Um, I think as well it would have done just a little bit, could have done a little bit better just on kind of story focus. But other than that, it's kind of fun. But it is, yeah. I mean, I can understand why some people are going like it's really hard to kind of get immersed in a game world when you come across somebody and they have no legs. They're just floating. And it's like, yeah, it's just those little technical glitches, guys.
Yeah. See, for me, I didn't mind it, and I kind of liked it with the glitches because then I could like make my money from picking bottles, but or stealing a painting, and then they took it
Mhm.
all that cool stuff out, and then it's like, oh, now I have to do all the stupid things instead of just
Mhm.
roughing up vending machines. I was a vending machine rougher upper, and I really
Were
enjoyed
you?
that.
I didn't know you could do that.
Yeah, you could. You could totally. It was so much fun, too. It was like playing. It was like going to a casino and playing. Like just playing the slots. Like which
Yep.
slot machine's gonna give me the most cool stuff? Gosh.
didn't you
Anyway,
have containers full of empties, you said? Because you could only return a certain amount at a time?
yeah, like I had a shitload. I had a shitload, and then they did the update, took it away, and then all I had was like a bunch of pop cans.
I didn't
They
know
were
you
worth
could do
nothing.
returnables.
Yeah, you can make so much money because what you did is you get the containers and then you could take them down to their components and you can
Mhm.
sell the components for a shitload of money. So if you spend $200 buying like 200 things of like vodka coolers, you take them apart, you can make 5,000 in components, and that's how you made your money. And then you can upgrade a whole bunch of other things. It was
Oh,
awesome.
yes, that is an
No,
excellent way. No way.
yeah, I know, but then they fixed it, and then you couldn't pick bottles anymore. And it really was. I mean, it's kind of sad, but anyway.
Just I've got one video game story. So
What?
Witcher 3, which is again the the video game series that was put out by the same studio. They had this one glitch where again you could go and you could. I mean, one of the big things was getting leather. One of the things you had to do was get leather so you could sell and or make it into something. So one of the things you could do is kill the cows. But they had it so that you couldn't kill, it wouldn't respawn except for this one particular area. So there was people who would go in, they just continually kill these poor cows. So in order to deal with this, they introduced this huge boss. Now this is because this was at the first level. You had this huge boss that you basically died every time you tried to go against it, and it would track you, it would find you, it would track you whenever you went in. So you basically, if you tried to exploit that particular area and that particular glitch, you had to restart a new game because you could not advance. So I was like, well, that's one way of punishing people who exploit the glitches.
Oh
What did they
no.
call? What did they call the boss? The Hindu god.
Oh, it was this. I don't know if it was a Hindu god, but it was a huge monster that would just came crash. It was like the god. It was the god of cows. Poor, poor cow. Oh my god, it was hilarious. Not for me, who had inadvertently um, um, spent like 15, 20 hours into the game and had to restart a whole new game because I just
Oh
don't go
no.
anywhere with this. It's like, oh, fuck me.
I hate when that happens.
Yeah.
Alrighty, so I guess everyone's back. Everyone's got a glass of water or whatever and ready to go. And
Mhm.
Jody, what are you drinking tonight?
Scotch.
There you
Not
go.
Sassenach,
Real
though.
life.
That's
It was a
awesome.
Christmas present.
Oh,
Did
that
you like
sounds good.
my Christmas present? Did my Christmas present taste okay?
That's good.
The Highlander stuff?
Mm-hmm. It's very nice.
Okay, good. Okay, so you guys are at where are you at? I'm not at where you're at. You're at Lizzie's club, which is run by the Moxes. It is the number one brain dance club. Brain dance is where you put this brain dance thing on your head and you live someone's memory of some kind of weird sex thing. So around you, you see a lot of people, these kind of ring terminals around their head that click into their cortex implants, and they're just kind of lying there, they're having a brain dance experience. It's also a brothel. So there's rooms in the back where people go to have real sex, and you see sex workers are all over this nightclub. But there's also people just hanging out at the club, right? You can see the outside of the bar there. You can see um, the inside of the bar. There's lots of people running around, milling about on a Thursday night. It's quite late in the night, but it still seems like it's very busy and packed. I'm trying to think what else I could tell you to kind of prep it. I guess I should give it some club music or not. I don't know. But yeah, so if it's say it took you guys at least an hour of driving around to exchange all your information, have your drinks in the van. So it's about 1 o'clock now on Friday morning, and the club is still pretty upbeat and hip and happening. So
I didn't realize RuPaul was here.
yes,
And is that Mickey the Nose, or is that just a reused token?
just a reuse token.
Okay.
Cause I never know where you guys are going with these things, so
Recycling. Recycling.
we're
Okay,
just
here we are at
recycling, keep it
Lizzie's,
going.
guys.
Yep, we're just keeping it going, just keeping it exciting. Du, 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 du. So,
There's a lot of excitement in this game. No fear that it's not, exciting.
well,
Entertaining for sure.
Yeah.
Okay.
yep.
Well, I'm going
So,
to go into the club and find Brittany and Stardust. Check out with them, get a bit of money that they owe me. Don't know what the rest of you guys are doing. You know that, Shaz? Money, people pay you money. That bit you missed earlier.
hey, give me a roll for
They'll
tracking to
just
see
flip
if
you
you
off.
find your ladies of the night, your prostitutes. So the DV is because it's Thursday night. It's 1 o'clock. They may already be out and about. Just give me a DV of or DC. I'm so long. I gotta make the switch my brain to systems. But let's make it 15.
Make it what, sorry?
15 for tracking.
Tracking.
Yep.
15. Okay, that's what you said.
15.
Like
1-5.
A thing, and I'm like, what?
Yeah, I mean, you're kind of going up to the bartenders and asking around, and no one's seen any of them.
No, this is not the time for them to disappear.
Yeah, no
Are
one's
they in
seen any of them.
tonight? Have they been in tonight?
Everyone's saying nope, they haven't seen them tonight, but it's only Thursday. Who knows? I mean, they might just be taking the night off and resting their parts for the big weekend.
Right. You know where they live. Just because I have a bit of business that I want to kind of run by them. Really important I get to see them.
Yeah, with an 11, nobody is giving you that information, even if they know it.
Hard. It's just turning out to be a hard life, this.
It is a hard life.
While we're here, can I look for Martin, the guy that I know who works here?
Yeah, of course you can.
Also a tracking?
He works here, so it's gonna be a little less of a difficulty, just because this is his place of work. So let's make it a DV of 13.
Did that work?
Wow! 23! That's our first
Oh,
critical
Jesus.
success of the night. Natural
Woo!
22, yeah. You
And of
find
the
him.
year.
What does he do here, Blue? Is he a
Oh,
bouncer, a busboy, a DJ, or is he like a manager, or what is he?
No, he's one of the sex workers.
He's one of the sex trade workers. Okay, cool. He's dancing on the dance floor with a bunch of people trying to drum up some business. There he is,
Excellent.
and he's dancing around, having a good time. And with the natural 20, when he sees you, he runs over to you and gives you a big hug. Girl, oh, sorry, I'm not sure what gender you're presenting today.
Ooh, that is a good question. Let's see. One for girl, two for boy. Female today.
Right on. Girl! Haven't seen you forever. Where you been? I haven't seen you all week.
It's been a while. Have you heard of from Shagtifa? She okay?
Shit. Who's that? Remind me, because I have...
you remember the I didn't take a vice because I already had one, which was helping people in need and not taking money. Shagtither was somebody who was being abused, and I helped her get out of town. But she was working here before she had to.
Oh, right. Okay, cool. That's coming back to me slowly but surely. Okay, he's gonna say, "Oh yeah, she made it up to Seattle. No problem. She's in so much better. She's gotten herself into rehab, and she's been clean and sober now for 30 days, and
Oh,
it sounds like she's really
great.
pulling it together. Yeah, yeah.
Fantastic.
And it wouldn't have been possible without you, without you, Blue. So thank
Hey,
you,
I
you
try.
again. If she stayed in Night City, she'd probably be dead by now."
Of that I wouldn't be surprised at all. Yeah.
Yeah, totally. So what have you been up to?
Trying not to die. Things have been a little bit exciting lately.
Exciting.
In the armed security ninjas coming to kill us kind of way.
What? Did you lose like a shipment or something? Were you pissing off the tiger
yeah.
claws, or what were you doing?
We're not exactly sure who sent them. But you know, things are ugly, and my group and I are currently looking for work. If you've got any line on anything, can you like direct that to our fixer Vert?
I would if I knew anything, but you should probably check with the manager. I mean, she
Okay.
might have more of a line, but yeah, I don't know. I'll keep my ears out. I mean, are your dates still the same? So I can just text you, or what do you need? Yeah.
Yeah, no. We had a little security issue, so here are my new deets, and I just flash them over.
Okay, well, you might want to talk to Susie Q, right? And you know, she's the head of the Moxes, and she's the manager of Lizzie's, so if you want to go talk to her and check with her, she pretty much knows everything that's going on, and she points to Susie Q. Of course.
Great. We'll go talk to Rue's doppelganger. That was, of course, Shaz was holding out on us in terms of how good the whole zombie cloning thing was.
She's already got that in production, apparently.
Yeah. In that case, thanks so much, Martin. I appreciate it.
No problem. If
It
you need anything, you just call me, alright? I owe you.
Great. Thank you. Anyway, I'm gonna see if I can't find Vert.
Hi, I'm here. You
Ah, great. Yeah, Vert, I just spoke to an acquaintance of mine, and he directed me to the manager, Susie Q, who runs the Moxes and might have a line on work. So, you know.
Oh, okay. Well done. Well done. I will go and see Susie Q. And that's RuPaul here, is it? Is that Susie Q?
Okay, I'm gonna interrupt and for a second. So as you come in, like as you spot Susie Q across the club floor, you can see that she is quickly moving up to the stage, and she gives a hand signal, and the lights and the music from the dance floor turn off, and she's got a little headpiece on that connects into the sound system. She goes, "All right, everybody. Hello, ladies. Can you feel it tonight?" And then the crowd goes, "Ah, are you having a good time?" "Yeah." So yeah, well, it's time for the show. And they go, "Yeah." And so all of a sudden, I'm going to do my signature. You know what it is. Sing along, ladies and gentlemen. And all
Once
you
upon a time,
pervs, I'm going to
there
tell you a
was a little
story.
black girl in the Brewster
And I hope you
Projects
got your
of
sound on roll
Detroit,
20 or
Michigan.
you're not going to hear any of
At
this.
15, she was spotted by an Ebony Fashion Fair talent scout, and her modeling career took off.
I hope you guys can hear it. Because if you got your sound on, you'll hear her telling her story of her life and how she became a supermodel. And she starts dancing up and down the stage. Sashay, sashay. She's up and down the stage. Sashay, sashay. All the people in the club are lining the stage and screaming, yelling with their arms up, touching her hand as she walks by, cheering for her. And she looks glamorous and so beautiful. They're all voguing too. Oh my god, it's Madonna from the 90s. Oh my god, it's Madonna from the 90s. Oh my god. Oh yeah. There you go. I know you guys don't want to listen to the whole song. But anyway, you sit there and you watch her do her routine. And then when she gets done, she goes, "All right, that's not just it. It's time for the drag queens and kings." And then she introduces the next performer. So the crowd's all going around the stage, and the next performer comes out and does a lip syncing dance routine. And she comes off of the stage, goes up to the bar, and it's like, "Tony, hit me with a vodka tonic." Okay, go ahead.
Okay. Well, I'm going to slide in. Now that I've seen the glamorous lady come off the stage and head towards the bar, I'm going to go track down Susie Q and have a quick word with her. Hi, Susie. Love the act. You look glorious. Absolutely glorious. My pal,
Everybody put your token in the club where you want it to be, okay?
oh,
And Susie's right here. I'm pinging on Susie so Vert knows where Susie is. Anna's in the dance floor. I don't know where Dr. J is. Dr. J's walking the halls. No. Just kidding.
I'm hanging out by the bar. Is that
Okay.
where the bar is?
okay.
Here, I'll pull Vert down. There you are, Vert. Go ahead. Sorry. Just want to get you guys into the club and figure out where you're going to be at.
Vic
Well, I'm
just
at the
moved
bar.
it. Yeah.
Go ahead,
Okay,
Vert.
there I am. Sorry, I'm having to adjust this. Go. I'm over the bar. Hanging out. So yeah, I go up to Susie Q and I'm telling her how glorious she is, and that Blue, my friend Blue's telling me that you have a bit of work that needs doing that I can help you with.
Hey,
Have a chat whilst you had a moment.
can you give me a bit of a roll? I just want to see. Let's do some social roles with you, Vert. That's your thing. So as you're kind of coming up, I just want to see if she actually would know you
Okay.
by your kind of your reputation. So let's just roll you. Have you roll your presence, and we'll use that to see how well you do. Presence
15.
is 15. She looks you up and down. Vert, yeah, I've heard of you. I've heard you're a bit small time. And that's no
Oh.
disrespect intended, sweetie.
Well,
So
small
what?
time means I can actually get under the radar and no one notices me. Quite a good to not be actually well known, you know.
No,
How
that's
can I
true
help you?
that.
How can I help you?
How can I help you? What kind of work do you and your crew do exactly?
We do all sorts of things. We retrieve people, we retrieve things, we track down information. We got some techies on our team. You tell me what, as long as it's not killing people, we're kind of good.
And even then, there's always Shaz.
Yeah, not gonna lay that one out just yet. What is it you're looking to get done? I have quite a great team, so we're fairly flexible. You know, we've got some muscles, some tech, some drivers and things, so we can kind of actually do a lot of different jobs. And as I say, we're under the radar. Nobody knows us. And I'm going to give her one of my winning smiles.
Do
Sorry.
persuasion roll.
Pardon?
Persuasion roll,
Persuasion?
please.
Come on, baby. Be persuasive.
15's not bad. Okay, she'll look you up and down. All right. Well, here's the deal. All right. I take 20% of what the client pays. Got that? Got a problem with that?
Well, as long as we're not just talking 20% of like 20 Emmys. What are we talking about here? How much money are we talking about?
Well, okay. And she blinks, and you see a flash of yellow in her left eye. You can see that she's accessing her internal interface with her agent. And she goes, "Well, let's see what they have on board. I've got a grab and snatch job. Looks like a corporal dude was kidnapped and being held for ransom. What else do I have? Oh, let me look. Hang on, she's blinking, and the eyes on her left iris are kind of changing colors as she's blinking. It looks like she's scrolling through a database. She's like, I've got a little simple go make a payment and pick up the item and deliver it to the client. That's pretty simple and easy. And she's clicking and blinking her eyes a little bit more. Oh, I have also a retrieval case. Yeah, looks like someone stole a experimental mech, and the corporal wants it back. Let's see. Click, click, click. Yeah, that's pretty much all I got online. That would be kind of up to your speed.
Ooh, okay. Which one's paying the most then? Susie Q. Make it worth. I have a
Well,
team here. We've all got to make a living.
yeah, I tell you, that one where the snatcher and, oh, sorry, yeah, the retrieving the kidnap guy is pretty good. Like, it's really good money because it's high danger. It sounds like the race were hired to kidnap this corporal dude. Um, looks like they're working for another party, so that's going to be about 20,000 eddies. But you're taking on the race, and it sounds like the Vic might be held up in the Badlands and an abandoned gas station. So there's going to be high violence in that for sure. So I hope you have a team that's kind of locked and loaded
Yeah.
and know how they can handle
We can do.
themselves.
Okay. What
Uh-huh.
about the other jobs though? The other pickup job.
The pickup job where you're just dropping off payment, picking up the item, and delivering. Basically, it's a courier job, but there's not a chance of violence. It's just you have to get it done and make sure everything's safe and secure, and the package gets to where it needs to go. That's looking at like about 3,000 eddies.
Mm. And the other job? You said there was three.
And the other job for finding, retrieving the stolen mech tech. Yeah, that looks like it's gonna be pretty violent too. Yeah, gosh, yeah, that's gonna be right. It's up in the 10,000 eddy range, but it looks like that might be a corporal espionage job. So wherever that is, you're going to have to break in. First, you're gonna have to find it, and then retrieve it. So there might be something going on there, unless you're really stealthy. And she gives you kind of up and down. Are you
Yeah,
stealthy, Bert?
we can be stealthy. We can. And I'm in the know. I know a few corporate dudes. All right, we're gonna take that one. Susie Q.
The mech
Put me.
job?
Yeah, put us down for the net job.
Okay, so a mech is,
Mech.
it's a giant robot type thing. Okay,
I
so
gotta
she's
find a giant
blinking.
robot.
Yeah, someone stole this kind of robot thing,
Okay.
robot mech. That's an experimental mech. She's like blinking. She goes, "Okay, you sure?" And if so, she's
Okay.
gonna.
Well, we
What's your
need mine.
number? And then she'll look at you. What's your dates? And I'll throw you the details.
I'm gonna give her that information.
Like, okay, so you got your burner agent. She's gonna
Yeah.
swipe the information to you. So this
Yeah.
is this is what we have, and she swipes it to you. And so
Cool.
basically, it's a small development firm called Tech Anatomy Robotics
Mhm.
is the
Okay.
client,
All right.
and they've lost an experimental mech.
And no one's put it up for ransom or anything. They've just stolen it.
They've just stolen it. It's typical corporate espionage, stealing the tech
Okay.
and stealing all the intellectual whatever stuff with it, and then
Okay.
reusing it. Likely it's one of their competitors, but who knows? It could be the tech could be sold on the black market as well.
Okay. Okay. All right. Sounds good, Susie Q. We'll do good by you. We
And I said
will.
that was 15,000 eddies, didn't I?
I thought you said it was. Yeah. The other one was
15.
20, wasn't it? The kidnapper.
Yeah.
Oh my god, what was that? Someone died?
Sorry, I sneezed.
I just say it's like
Oh
Dr.
wow!
J! Dr. J, what happened? Someone's attacked you.
Oh goodness!
Okay,
For records,
that
yes.
sounds great, my lovely. And I tell you, I know we're kind of low down the food chain. We know what we're doing though. People don't know we're coming, and look forward to working with you in the future. Okay,
Just
so I'm
results.
button.
Just get results.
I will. So I'm gonna step away from her and kind of go, oh, got it, okay. Giant robots, bloody hell. And on my little agent, I'm gonna make a call to one of the corporate dudes that I know called McDougal. And I'm gonna be trying to get through to McDougal just to try and get a
What?
bit of background info.
So McDougal is who? And is he
He,
on your list of contacts in your bio, or who is he?
he's not in my file, but I actually have in my makeup. I work with small-time corporation folks. And so he's one of the people I know connected with the corporation. He's more of an IT, with one of the IT kind of corporations, a bit lower down on the food chain. But he's one of my business associates. Sometimes I do work for. I haven't got him listed, but if you look in the information for me, that's one of my things where I have
Oh
an
yeah, your
option in some
feature
bars.
as a merchant, right?
Yeah.
All
So
right.
I'm just pulling over that fixer stuff into that merchant role.
Okay, so let's say you go sit on the side in one of the banquettes next to some woman that has a brain dance on, and she's zoning out to the brain dance, and you're just sitting down and you're making the call from there. Is that okay?
Yep.
All right, on. I'm gonna just move your token over here on the wall. Let's put you near this lady who's doing brain dancing. Do 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 do. There you are down here. You're on the banquet and you're making the call. This guy's over there. Okay, so you connect up with McDougal. McDougal's gonna go, Vert, what do you want? It's 1 o'clock in the morning. Hello?
Oh, come on,
Jesus Christ, Vert.
Google. I know you're watching the porn. You never go to sleep early. You're the only guy I know who can live off next to no sleep and still keep trundling along. I don't know what you're taking, but it must be good. Long time no speak. Must be at least 10 days, which is shocking because you're normally pestering me most of the time. How's it hanging?
It's hanging just fine.
Is it? No one's bitten it off yet. Yeah, I just picked up a little bit of work and I just need a bit of background, bit of info. A mech robot has vanished from, can't remember the name again.
Takamatic.
From the who?
Takamatic.
From Takamatic. I don't know. Do you know them? Have you heard of them? I'm not an IT kind of person.
Yeah, small fry.
Small fry.
They're a subsidiary of uh oh, why can't I even remember the name?
All right.
Arasaka. So they're a small
Okay.
subsidiary in Arasaka.
Arasaka. All right. Okay.
And that is one of the major corporate players in Night City. This is a small subsidiary. They just do R&D mostly work.
Right. Well, it's a bit of R&D stuff that's gone AWOL. Heard anything about it?
Mm, let me roll. Let me roll
Pardon?
something. Let me roll something and see if I have heard anything about it. Hang on a second. Uh, ooh, that's a pretty bad roll. 10. No, but I can ask around. What did they lose? Give me some more information. Give me some
some
deets.
kind of
Can sniff
some kind
around.
of robots. Some kind of robot stuff. This is between me and you, and I'll make it worth your while. But if you're not stum, then then I don't get paid and you don't get paid. We
Yeah,
clear?
yeah, yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. That's
Okay.
fine.
Um, some kind of new robot.
Do you
Someone's
want to just flip
taken.
them the deets?
Yeah.
When you flip them the
I've
deets
just
that you.
flipped you the deets. But anyway, it's something that's disappeared. Been tasked with finding it. So any information you can give on the company, Tacomatic, and a little bit on the big company behind it, that would be good. And any of the players who would be interested in that kind of stuff, that would be really good. I know that's kind of up your street. You know everybody in this kind of techie companies. Is that doable?
Yeah, I don't know what I'm gonna come up with, but I'll ask around.
Yeah, do that.
I'll see if there's any black market sellers for this tech. And
Yeah.
he's like, let me go through it. I'm scrolling through it, right? And then you hear him, all of a sudden you hear him go, holy fuck, Vert, what are you involved in? This is, this is a prototype for the NCPD armed mech military unit. Holy shit.
I didn't know it
This
was
is,
military. No one said it was military. Okay, tell me.
Holy shit! No,
Is
it's a
this
prototype for the company was making for the NCPD and to use for all other police departments in the company or in the world. This is not just like an industrial mech. This is a military mech. Holy shit!
all right, okay? Keep your knickers on.
Wow.
Can you still get a bit of info on it?
Well, I'll make some inquiries, but this. You be
What's
careful.
new?
Very.
What's new? The gods in the earth and in the sky are always seem to be shitting on us. It couldn't be an easy one, could it?
Yeah.
The great shit
No.
in the sky.
Yeah.
Anywho, whatever you can get me, McDougal,
Yeah. Yeah.
and
Let
maybe
me squat on it for a second and figure and see what I come up with. Okay.
okay, you squat on it, and
Mm,
also too,
mm.
any info on who we should be careful of in this, as it's military. I really would like to keep my eyebrows, the space between my eyebrows being hole free. Um, yeah.
Well, Bert, you're
If you,
fucking with the subsidiary of Arasaka.
that doesn't
So
mean anything to me, does it?
yeah, Arasaka is like
If
Apple.
you're
Like
going,
it's like one of the major
I know.
corporations of this universe.
But I didn't think they would make it. This job was all military, though. It could have been anything, couldn't it? It could be like the new iPhone,
Sure.
the new Arasaka phone.
Yeah.
All right. Anywho, I'm in the shit. I'm always in the shit. But if this goes well, that's a big company to do well for, and I'll remember who helped me.
Yeah, you got it,
But
man.
much appreciated. Keep me alive, McDougal.
Yeah, if
Okay.
I hear anything, I'll let you know, Bert.
All right.
All right.
Okay.
Bye.
Bye.
Let's
All
have
right.
anybody else doing something. So we've stuck with Vert for quite a while. Let's just change the camera to other people in the club. Okay, let's just check out who else is doing something. And Blue's already talked to a contact, so that really leaves us with Dr. J, Shaz, or Anna. So what are you guys doing while all this other stuff is going on? Are you watching the drag show? Are you making friends? Are you buying a brain dance? Are you going in the back for something else?
Um, I'm sending out some messages, reaching out to a couple of my contacts to see if there's any kind of short-term, quick quick jobs I could do to make a bit of money. Uh, yeah, that's what I'm doing. I'm sitting in the corner with my burner, sending messages, looking, scrolling through the alien visitation, alien proof of alien life to see who's posting.
The Reddit, the aliens have landed Reddit
Yeah,
thread.
yeah, kind of. That's what I'm doing right now, but also keeping an eye on and see if there's any jobs.
I'm going to walk up to Blue and sort of casually lean across and say, Blue, can you explain something for me? That man, see that man over there? He called me long, tall drink of water. I do not understand.
He thinks you're hot.
Oh, so it's compliment.
Yes.
Okay, glad I did not punch him. Thank you, Blue.
No worries.
Shaz, what are you doing?
Chaz has gotten herself a drink. She's sort of tucked up right into the corner, and she's watching. She's sort of watching everybody, but not seeing them. Been it's been a night. There's been a lot happen, and she's really shaken, and she's just trying to make sense of it all. Dr. Dree, the dump, Uriel, Gretchik, the SWAT team.
And
She's not really paying attention to much of anything.
that was yesterday. That was last night. This is the next. This is the next day. So that was
Mhm,
Wednesday night, and this is Thursday night. So you're able. And by the way, I should
mhm.
actually mention this. You should probably bring your health up to full health, because if you were at Vix, then he would have not only done the surgery to adjust your appearance, he would have healed you up as fully. Because remember, you got hurt with the whole bringing out the
Yeah.
trash thing.
Oh yeah, I remember. I was hurt bad.
Yeah. So bring
Okay.
yourself up to full health.
Done.
Cool. And
Okay.
so, okay. And I guess that can bring us back to Vert.
Okay. So I'm just gonna mull this over a moment about what I might have just got myself into. But again, we need the cash. We're good. So I'm gonna kind of just mosey on down
Okay.
and say hi to Blue. Give her a bit of update that we've got a job.
Great.
Hey, Blue. Got a bit of a job.
All right. Do we roll or are we waiting for more information?
Is that a question to me?
Yes.
Okay. Well, I've got the feelers out for a bit of information. They gave me the information. There's something missing they want for that we can go look for, a bit of tech. So, yeah. Gonna track down a bit of tech that's been stolen. Retrieve it.
I just want to mention to all of you guys, with this conversion, all of a sudden, Dr. J now has hacking skills.
That is what, sorry?
Dr. J now has some hacking skills.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, cool.
Yes.
Some
I should
improved
But
say.
also, don't forget that, and Vert, you would know this in character, that Dr. J, obviously with Widows, is a mech expert.
Yes.
You might want to share everything with Dr. J.
But it's Dr. J. Dr. J is in the club, yeah?
Yeah.
I'm sitting in the corner there.
Being an introvert. Reading
Being
on it
very
up on aliens, yeah.
Oh, yeah, back on the alien thing. Okay, so after I've just given Blue the nod, I might go over then to Dr. J and have a conversation.
What am I, poster?
Pardon?
You giving me the information as well, or are you just walking past?
I don't know. Are you there? I might ask you to come along.
And Anna's there as well.
All right.
It's like you told Blue, and then you moved to Dr. J, and I'm like, what am I? Poster?
Well, no, I'm sorry. I have to apologize. I'm actually somewhere else. I'm not looking at the map.
Oh,
I had
right,
to deal with something with the dog, so that's why I won't pass you. Nothing personally. I would never walk past you, and I'm too scared to. Okay, so anyway, yeah, Anna, come along. Anyone else, come along.
Where are you gonna like flip? You can also text Shaz. Don't forget, you guys all have these burner things, and if you guys want, you can all go sit with Shaz, or go somewhere and talk about.
Is there a private area in this club, a bit more of a quiet?
Yeah, there's like fuck rooms in the back if you want to.
All right,
book
so
one.
I'm gonna actually put out on my little personal thing. Okay. Let's meet in the fuck room. That's situated.
How much are they to rent?
Pardon?
How much are they to rent, though?
Well, we need to.
We're gonna sneak in.
We're not, we're sneaking. We'll wink. We'll have Anna wink again. I mean, who else would you want in a fuck room other than Anna? Anyway, so I'm gonna say to the fuck room, baby.
No wonder
and we're gonna go to the one on the left of the bar with the velvety pink door. Okay. See you there in 5. So I'm gonna go up to this door and tap on it lightly, and no one's in there, and kind of creep in. So,
sure.
Yeah, so is everybody coming? Do I get the nod from everybody that they're coming? Shaz told me to fuck off.
Sorry, I was muted. Yeah, she'll come.
So I've got Dr. J and Anna in tow, and we're there.
Okay, so the private
I'll
room.
also follow along.
The private room is like a private stripper room, right? So it has, when you come in through the doors, it has a U-shaped banquette, and in the middle there's a little stage and with a stripper pole right there. Okay. And you also have a selection of music and stuff right there, so you can select any kind of music you would let if you want to get one of the performers to do for you. You know what I mean? Like so, and it's
I don't think
and
we
there's
have any money for someone to do for us.
it also has a karaoke option. You would just have to flip, you know, a couple eddies to it if you want to play karaoke with your friends.
Yeah.
So they're just so you see. So it's basically again it's a half circle kind of semicircle room, banquettes along the walls in a U, with the little stage in the center with the stripper pole, and karaoke screen on the back wall.
Sounds good.
Yeah.
Best to have music on, so listening devices cannot hear conversation.
Yeah. Okay. So is the gang all here now?
Yep.
Yeah.
Well, I'm here.
Yep.
We'll use
Shaz will
we'll
pull
use
out a bottle and kind of disinfect a couch before she sits down.
Okay.
all right, and we just got so you guys will just do theater in mind for this part because I don't have the private room set up.
Okay.
I mean, music or not.
All right, guys.
Why did we throw you another curve?
I know.
What makes you think we wouldn't have gone to the fuck rooms?
I know.
Really now?
As soon as you said there was a fuck room, well, that was the place we're gonna end up being.
I didn't think. Oh my god.
And it's like, whoa, we should end up doing karaoke too. um. So yeah, I was talking to Susie Q. You know, the lovely lady who was getting up with a drag show, a lot of big blonde hair, and she got us a little bit of work for us to do. And you know, we're a bit strapped for cash, so I was kind of like splitting this between like the six of us. I think, you know, it was like, okay, I'm gonna have to take a job that pays a little bit of money, and she had a perfect job. And something that Dr. J is going to be very useful for, aren't you, Dr. J? As well as all the rest of us, our skills, because I think it's going to take all our skills. But a bit of text gone missing from a company, some small ticky-tack company. And,
The small
lost
ticky tack company.
anyway, they want us to, you know, we got the job to retrieve it.
So what's the
Yeah.
tech?
What's the tech? Okay, well the tech is some kind of military robot. That's a R&D newbie thing, and yeah, and the head office, the big, because Tiki Tak is a subsidiary of Osaka.
You mean Takamati?
Yeah, that's it. Sorry, I tell you, since I've had that weird, mysterious, cloudy drink from Shaz's, I can't remember anything.
And don't forget, you were smoking up some of Mickey the Nose's weed as well.
Oh yes, that was
So
well, yeah.
you got a couple different levels of intoxication happening. And don't
Yeah.
forget, Dr. J partook with the wacky weed as well.
Oh yes, that's
Hmm.
right. I did.
You did, didn't you? No wonder I'm just phased. I tell you, my head's
So-
just fried. Anyway, yeah.
Holy shit! I've been hearing about those. That
Oh, have
that
you?
tech. Well, it's on the it's kind of been in the chatter, general chatter that Takamatic has kind of was doing some work on some really high tech military
Robotics roll, please,
robots,
Dr. J.
robotic roles. Sorry. Okay. Da 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 da. Robotic.
Yeah,
Oh, you've
fair
got to
enough.
be
You first
kidding me.
some little chit chat on that.
Fuck
Hey,
me.
at least
I
it's
got
not a critical
questions.
foul.
Me.
Hey, use your inspiration and re-roll it if you want.
Yes, I'm going to use my inspiration and
Let's
re-roll
use
it.
that inspiration. Use it. Right
I am.
on. Re-roll that. Much
20.
better. A dirty
Jesus,
There you go.
20.
a dirty 20.
Finally.
I'll give
Good,
you
good.
the.
I'll
give
steal it.
back to you. There you go.
There we go. Thank you. Right on.
Yes.
Keep going then. Whatever you
So,
want.
yeah.
Keep going. You know everything
So-
about this shit.
I know this. This was like I was following this work. This was really cutting edge stuff. But that whole idea is that they were kind of doing this one thing to kind of change the whole kind of scene and the whole market with regards to robotic and military tech. They were going to roll it out to a whole bunch of. They had
Police
like special,
departments,
yeah, police departments. They had special contracts with police departments. They lost
RoboCop.
that.
Yeah,
Shit, who the fuck? I wonder who the fuck.
it got
Um,
stolen.
who the hell? Yeah, it's like a RoboCop kind of thing. Who would have stolen it? I mean, I could, and I get on my burner and I start kind of just sending out some messages saying, "Hey, has anybody heard? You know, uh, has anybody heard of any kind of tech that's gone stolen?" Uh, I'm kind of messaging some people, yeah, darknet kind of thing, just to kind of put the word out that more about if there's any other companies other than Tac Tac Tac. I
Tack
got it
for
written.
tack. Tapmatic.
Tacmat Tacmatic,
Ticky tack.
who's kind of trying to sell tech, kind of trying to sell this kind of tech.
Yeah, that would be excellent.
In
Because we need
fact,
to
what
get
I
a bit
could
of a
do,
lead.
could say maybe also see who might be interested in buying that as well. So I'm kind of sending out feelers.
Yeah. And also just because we also want to know, is it still whole? Is it in little bits by now?
Yeah. Do we know when it was stolen?
Past few days.
Okay.
We know where it was stolen from. They only make it in one place.
Yeah, they've got a office down somewhere. It's in the deets. I'll send you the deets. But they got a bit of an R&D warehouse thing down in the IT Silicon IT quadrant of the city.
Maybe we should take a look.
Yeah,
And
gonna
this
do
is a
that.
lovely time of night for that, right?
Yeah,
Fair enough.
and and guys, it's to let you know too. It's 15,000 one longs, 12 longs, one longs. And yeah,
It is.
15,000. A bit we have to give a commission to Susie Q and a bit to my friend McDougal, who's working on some stuff for us. But yeah, that should keep us in bread and butter for a while.
At least be able to buy some half decent equipment.
Yeah.
Dr. J, give me a computing roll, please, for your darknet inquiries.
Okay. Come on.
Por favor.
Oh, you've got to be effing fucking
Oh,
kidding me!
shit.
Oh, motherfucker! Why is it? Why is it? I can't even like put my dice in dice jail because it's so bad.
I'm going to use my inspiration there and say you need to turn computer on first, and, and I'm gonna give up my inspiration so she can re-roll that.
All
Thank
right, re-roll it.
you.
There you
Oh,
go.
mother. Okay. Yes. Dirty 20.
All right. So as
Yes.
as you guys
And I look at Anna and I say, I'm so sorry. I'm just all flustered. So I turn the computer on.
so all you guys get the basic deets of the gig from Vert, right? Vert flips you to deets that's beeping in your vendor cheap burner agents, and with Dr. J kind of busy, going through, and you should have a hacker device. I think I gave it to you in your inventory to go with your new class. But
Yep. Yep.
you have a breakthrough. So it was ripped off 2 days ago. Um, it's been kept very hush hush because uh, Tachamatic has obviously development contracts, and been kept so quiet that they haven't reported it to Knightsty PD at all because that's their primary contract with the client. So it's very very hush hush, and part of it is so it's 2 nights ago that it was ripped off. It's kept very quiet. Um, Even the police don't know about the ripping off of it. And on the dark web, with you are used, Dr. J, to going around and finding parts to make some of your inventions, your own little mix, to do gigs for clients, and one of it is come up with there's a specific experimental processing unit that is specific to Arasaka that um, it's only been like word of mouth that it's been in development, and you've got a lead on the dark net of a username in one of the darknet forums that says they know blah 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 who to contact if you want to get the prototype, and that stinks to you a high heaven of something that this mech would have had. It would have had this processor in it, or this
Yeah.
new tech to run it. So you got really lucky with the 20. And if you want to dig further and contact that user and message them
Yes.
on the dark
So
net, you can.
yeah, yeah. So I kind of let everybody know that, hey guys, I've got something. Hang on, and I'm going through. So this is really interesting because I know that this stuff would have some really high end cutting processes. I mean, really, that's going to be the high end, the game changer that they've been developing is the processor, right? The mechanical stuff is going to be, fairly same. Um, and I've just kind of come across something that says that somebody's has got a line on wanting to sell a experimental processing unit. So I think we should reach out and set up a meeting, and maybe we can get this. You guys okay with that?
Yeah.
Sure.
Sounds.
So long as we
Just
can scope out the place before we actually do the meet, sure.
yeah, and just be careful what info you give them. Don't give
Oh,
any
yeah.
identifiable stuff.
No, I'll just
They talk about aliens. Don't feel they're your best friend.
and I give I give I give Bert a dirty look, and I said, "Aliens are real. Shut up." Um, and so I sent off a message to this guy saying, you know, uh, I've got I've got an interest in this, and I'll just leave it at that.
Okay. Um. Okay, so you're gonna send that message off. Let me just think. Sorry, I was just looking again. I was kind of doing a vert and looking away from my screen. But I was looking for maps, not dog stuff. Um. Okay. Sorry. So you sent off your message. What exactly? So your message is saying what exactly
Um,
to the user, and the user is Tiny Tim 49.
so Tiny Tim 49, and my username on the web is Whittle67.
Why not Widow 69? No, I'm just kidding. You're not. Your character's not like that. If it was Vert, it'd be all over that
Yeah, I was
69
gonna say if
sunshine.
it was Bert, it would be
Hey,
that.
it's
Um,
it's yoga. Really, that's all it is yoga.
so I say, uh, here you have a line on some experimental heard on the net. You've got line on experimental processing unit. Interested? Can we meet?
Okay, and within about I say 10 minutes, you hear a chirp on your agent and you have the reply. And the reply is serious buyers only, no negotiation, hard price. Hard price is going to be 1,000,000 eddies. You
A
got
billion
a
eddies.
million,
A
a
million, a
million
million. So I
eddies.
kind of said, "Wow, fuck me, a million eddies." Shit.
And we're getting 15,000?
Less
and
20%.
and I take a look and
No.
I shoot I shoot Shaz a look and I say, "Okay, no messing about." All right. So I basically read out the message to the group.
Okay.
So I then reply, defo serious. Um, need to want to see it in action, or want to see it in action. Uh, where can we meet?
Okay, and another 15 minutes go by, and you see a video. Your your agent chirps, and there's a video attached to it, time stamped with right now, and there's this image of this mech with all these turrets on it, going around, and spinning around and moving up and down, and then you see the camera kind of zoom in like it's being held by someone holding their agent, and opening up the body and zooming in on the innards, the hardware, and zooming in on the processor that has the Arasaka processor number, experimental, whatever it is, right?
Yeah.
6729, blah, blah, blah. And it zooms in, and then it ends with that processor being focused on so you can see the number.
Okay. So I show it to everybody. So I said, that this is it, guys. This is what this guy's selling.
Is
Does
there anything?
anybody? So can we track where this was sent from?
You can do a hacking check or a computer check, depending which one you want. And everybody else can you're all seeing the video. So anyone that wants to do some kind of roll on the video for what they've seen can. But let's start with Dr. J either doing a hacking or a computer check to see if you
Check.
can figure out where this came
Either
from, the
either
IP
one.
that came through.
Yeah, either one won't. It doesn't really matter. I've got both.
Yeah,
I will.
you're expert, I think, in both, aren't you?
Yeah. Um. Let's do it because basically I'm not necessarily hacking, but I'm trying to find out. I'm trying to. So I'm going to do computing because it's what I'm trying to do is follow where it's coming from and following
Yeah, you're working
the
in the dark
IP.
net, so you're kind
Yeah.
of trying to go into the forum, go into
Yeah.
the username, go in and try to hack the back end of the
Yeah.
forum software to see where the username and what IP is coming out of it. So
Yeah.
it can be
Yeah.
either or. Yeah.
Okay. All right. All right. Oh, you mother.
All right.
All right. I'm
Oh,
not.
come on. You can do better than that. And I'll give you my inspiration.
Okay, it's
All right.
inspiration's going fast today.
I know. I know. All right. One more time. Come on. Don't burn me. Oh, you
Woo!
fucker. You
Oh,
fucker. You are
yeah.
a. Maybe
All
somebody
right.
else can do good perception on.
Apparently not.
Yeah. No. It's this goddamn fucking burner phone. It doesn't have the tech that I need.
All right. What if I give you my inspiration? We could really do with knowing who this bloke
Yeah.
is.
All
Take my
right.
token.
All right.
Take my token.
Blame
Take
the
my
equipment.
token.
Take my
All right.
token.
All right. Yes.
Hey!
Oh,
yes.
Oh,
Oh.
yes.
Third time's
Took you a
charm.
while, but you
So
worked up and
you know
got
what
in
I
there,
did?
didn't you?
I took two other burner phones. I popped them together to get the juice to be able to hack it.
The processing power.
That's it. That's it. That's how I did it.
Okay,
That's the inspiration.
hold for that. So we still have the rest of the group that has seen the video. Anybody want to do a perception check or even an investigation check or something with the video to see if they spot anything or notice anything? Go ahead.
I'd like to.
Yep.
I
Oh,
specifically
can't
want
see
to.
shit.
Wow,
see-
Shaz!
Jazz can.
Woo!
Okay, Shaz
I would-
can. Go ahead, Anna. Anna, oh, woo! Okay, we're gonna end with Dr. J, but we're gonna start with Shaz. Shaz, you're looking around that video. You swipe it, you reverse it, you go through it a couple of times. You see that it's in a room that has a window, and we talked about how these mega buildings have like amazing amount of like our a crazy amount of stories tall, and each unit has a little window where DoorDash or Skip the Dishes drones come and deliver everything from Amazon to dinner to whatever. And you can see as you're going back and forth in the video, you can see outside the window. And a lot of these buildings are like Blade Runner, have these huge electronic billboards. And there's one that has a billboard with a sign that you've seen before, actually. It's a sign for a prosthetic for female genitalia called Pucker Up. You recognize exactly where that sign is because in Pucker Up, there's a block out on the billboard in such a way that the vagina is doing a frowny face. Okay. So you know exactly because Shaz, you've had
Oh,
one of your
yeah.
you've had a one night stand in that building, so you know exactly where that building is, okay?
And
I
you,
was just gonna.
you,
Yep.
Do
you
I need to
had
go on
like
mute for a second?
did you have a smiley vagina smiley face? Oh dear, sorry.
I tend to
Uh,
think that chefs would always have a smiley face vagina.
Just visions.
Oh, yeah, okay, there. I know where that is.
Anna, as you are watching the video and you're swiping back and forth, the hand that comes to open up the panel on the mech to reveal the hardware inside, you see on the hand a tattoo that is of one of the tiger claws cells. So you know
Okay.
that because you've had a lot of run-ins at your various evening excursions. You know that that's a tattoo of a tiger claw member.
Okay.
Right? And in particular, you swiping back and forth, hey, tiger claw, blah, blah, blah. You see that it is a white tiger claw emblem, a white tiger on the knuckle, right? And so that is a subsect of the main tiger claw gangs. That's a subset, and so you spot that too. Okay? And Dr. J, you're able to figure out, gosh, that was a good roll. I've given a lot to everybody else because they all did good rolls. What did you figure out? We've got the building. We've got the other parties. You're able to figure out. Well, you're able to trace it right to a floor in an apartment. And you also are able to set up a direct line. Now, you should actually have a hacking device in your inventory.
I do.
So you're not needing to use your agent. You should be using your hacking device. And you're able to establish a direct line, if you so choose, from your hacking device to that IP. So you have, with that roll, you've opened the door, just like Making the Nose has an open door into the NCPD's database. You've established an open door into this IP. So whatever device they're using, their laptop, their computer, you have an open door to it.
Okay.
Okay? Good work, guys. So the location of this building from Shaz is going to be it's really not that far away, actually. It's going to be in Chinatown, in Watson, kind of your neck of the woods. And, oh, sorry, no, it's going to be in Japantown. Sorry, my mistake. Japantown, which is across the river from here, because that's the Tiger Claws gang's territory. So that's where you'll be going if you're going to follow up on this. Now, I'm assuming you guys all share this information amongst everybody.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
And there's going to be you guys are like, the Tiger Claws are one of the main gangs of the city. The White Tiger Claws are a subset. Okay?
Yep.
So you still want to go through it?
Yep.
Got no choices.
No.
Sounds
So
dangerous. Let's go.
everybody,
Woo!
look at your
Let's
weapons and
run.
look at your ammo, and then also look at your eddies. This is going to be the time, and one interesting thing that comes up in this particular game is that you can go and rent weapons for the evening with a damage deposit that's suitable. And you can, so if you're going to do any prep for this job, or if you want to go
Yep.
buy ammo, or if you want to buy grenades, you can do that as well.
Ooh,
So let's
grenades.
really think about you've got,
Yeah, but
you all have some money. Sorry, go ahead.
We can pool
can
that
you
money.
actually rent a grenade?
Well, no, but that's what I mean. You can buy
You
ammo,
can
right?
buy the grenade.
You can buy some
You can rent.
ammo.
You can rent the
I
grenade
suppose.
launcher and buy the
Yeah,
grenades.
exactly. You can rent the great grenade launcher and buy the ammo for it, or you can buy a rocket launcher or rent the rocket launcher. It's really up to you. Or if you are looking at your weapons and your ammo. So again, in this game, we're tracking your ammo. So be aware of how much ammo is in your clip. Every time you take a shot, you're going to have to track it. And then you'll have to eventually do a reload, right? So keep that in mind too as you're looking at what you have. And some of you have lost some of your gear because of what
Yeah.
happened with the Voodoo Boys, which we don't like to talk about.
Nope.
I
I
know it
thought I
scarred you.
had ammo. I don't have any on my list.
You should have stuff under your, so right under weapons on your first sheet of your character sheet. You should scroll down and you should see your ammo and how much you have. And you probably don't have much because you borrowed a heavy pistol from Anna.
I thought I found a heavy pistol, but we did buy some ammo from Blue's friends out in the bush.
We did. Dr. J, you've got 2 magazines, and each magazine is 15 rounds. That's what I had with the heavy pistol. So
Yeah,
you got
and
You mean
30.
Bert? You mean Bert or Dr. J?
I thought it was
Vert.
Dr. J. Was it Vert? I thought it was
Yeah,
Dr.
it's.
J that I gave the pistol.
I thought I found a pistol. I picked one up when we had a tussle after the Voodoo Boys. You know, when we were, before we went off into the Badlands again and we were attacked with the car. I thought I picked a pistol up there. And then we got ammo in there.
I got extra ammo for my rifle. I know that.
So, yeah, so let's look at the ammo tracker, right? So you go under weapons, scroll down. It's on the right side of your first page, resource tracker. Then you see the ammo. You'll see 10 or 9mm or shotgun. You'll see the type of weapon it's for. You'll see where it's containing, if it's belt magazines or if it's a bandola, or however you say that, bandola. You'll see in current is going to be how many bullets are in your currently equipped magazine, and max is going to be the total bullets you have, right? So in cases of vert, you have 2 megs. I should probably put times 2. 15 bullets per meg. Okay?
I'm sorry. Where was that again? I'm not seeing that.
It's on your character sheet, and as you
Yeah.
scroll down, it's on the right hand side,
Yeah.
and it
see.
has ammo tracker.
Ammo tracker.
So it's right before, it's right in between your proficiencies in language and your resource tracker, ammo tracker. You see 10mm. If you're looking at
Oh, I
your,
see. Yeah, yeah, yeah,
you
I
yeah.
do
see,
now.
yeah. So again, think of it too is you guys are low on resources, right? So you got 2 megs of bullets. That's pretty good. So if anyone's looking and they have a issue, just like bring it up now. Or if you want to go to a local gun store and buy some ammo, or you want to go and rent some other equipment, this is the time to kind of do your prep work before you head over to this location you've discovered.
I think
Can
we
we?
should just. Sorry, go ahead, Anna.
I was just going to say, before we actually go, could we have a quick discussion about who's going to be doing what? Because I'm good in melee. I've also got a rifle. But if you want me to stand back as rifle, then who's going to be going into melee? You know what I mean? Who has gun skills? doesn't
I got gun
inspire
skills, but
confidence.
I need bullets.
I have melee weapons, pistols, submachine guns, and shotguns. Yeah, I think we need to pick up some bullets. So So here's the thing: if I have an open connection with the IP address, can I ping it to see? Because in the cyberpunk one, you could ping and locate the people who are connected to that IP address.
Yeah, that's very true. And you'd have to be
I'd have to
there
be there.
in the
Okay.
building. So
Okay.
once you get into the vicinity, you can definitely roll
Yeah.
and see if you can ping that for sure. And
Okay.
that's a really good idea. And also, you should be checking, Dr. J, you should be checking your feats, right? Because you have computer feats.
Yeah.
So spell slots are, what are they called
They're
for you?
called
What are they called? Scroll down. Exploits. And you have botnets. So you'll have to keep
Yeah.
track of your botnets that
Botnet.
will be on
Yeah.
your. You got 5 for your level, right?
Yeah.
So
And I
it's
can
right by
also
your weapons.
yes.
So keep those in mind and make sure you
Yeah.
understand them.
I had a question. I should have caught this way earlier, but I thought that I didn't have a pistol, but I did have my spiky bat.
Oh, okay. So we can get rid of that. You can go ahead and change that. As far as spiky bat, I put in a handout on weapons. And let's see if we have a spiky bat there. Which I don't have there. I also took another 5e system. And I wonder if we have a spiky bat there. Weapons list from the spy, something anyway. Do we have a bat? Anybody see a bat on the weapons list? Nunchucks, spear, staff, whip.
Hammer, maybe?
You'd figure there'd be something.
Yeah, you'd think there'd be something for that. We can make it as simple as, it's going to be bludgeoning. We can make it as simple as a staff. And let me just double check the weapons list again. Sorry, just going back and forth between the two weapons lists. Oh hell, we'll just make your thing the same stats as a fire axe, because it's spiky.
Fire X?
Yeah. So
Excellent.
just so it's going to be a
It's not
1d6, but it's not going to have fire, but you're going to have the. I'll just wait, hammer. No, let's call it a spiky bat. Let's give you the 1d6 stat on it. It's light and thrown. It's not going to be a finesse weapon, so you're going to use your strength on it, okay?
Okay.
Remember at level 5, you guys do have proficiency of 3. So your attack roll is going to be 3 plus your strength, and then your damage is going to be the 1d6 plus your strength. Does that make sense? So as we go there, spiky bat, you got 0 for strength. Kind of
Yeah.
sucks for you. So you're gonna have
Do I still have an attack of +5 for this?
Nope, you got an attack of +3 because you're proficient.
Okay.
And then you're gonna have 0, and I'll just put them in there for you. And it's gonna do bludgeoning. So just bludge and piercing. Put that in. Okay. Okay. Is that okay for you?
Yeah, that works.
Okay. Anything else? Anybody? Anybody? Anywhere?
Is the damage just your stat, or is it your proficiency in your stat for the bonus?
Damage is just your stats.
Right, okay.
Should be just like D&D.
So if it's a finesse weapon, it's your dex then?
It can be your dex or your strength with finesse. I'm just gonna put the little thing in there. Ooh, look at that. Gun rentals. There you go. Gun rentals. So, and here we should put the gun rental prices, but I don't know if this will copy paste into it. It might be a little too rich for your blood. Oh yeah, it doesn't translate. gun rentals are like, yeah, I don't think you guys are. I think I'm gonna have to work on a currency converter because the inflation with Wulongs is way more than Eddies. Yikes! It's like the Canadian dollar and the American dollar. Yikes!
Well, what's the so let's take a look at what the can we go to the Cyberpunk Red? Let me bring that up and see if there's similar things.
The weapons aren't going to
Maybe
have the same
defense.
stats because it's a different system.
Oh yeah, sorry, you're right. Totally. Sorry.
So that's why I have the 25E weapons
Yeah.
listed there for you guys. So I mean,
Yeah.
I'm gonna make sure that I make sure that you guys can see it. Yeah, the weapons list is there. The gun rental information is on page 80 in your PDF. And this is another systems weapon thing because it had a couple of different weapons that you guys don't have in Carbon 2185.
Right.
There is a rocket launcher there and an anti-tank lancer. But again, these things would cost money, right? To rent.
Yeah.
But I'm just wondering, like, before you go on a job, because Anna's got a really good point, and if you're with our D&D group, there's never a plan, and that always hurts you guys.
Yeah. Yeah, we need a plan.
So what kind of prep and plan would you guys like to role play out?
So let's say we don't do it tonight. Let's say I set a meet for 2 days from now.
Mm-hmm.
We spend the day going and casing the joint,
mm-hmm.
seeing what information we have. And then as well, because if we can do this, the question is whether we can do this in stealth. Problem is it's probably going to be difficult to do it in stealth, to get to the floor, to get it. But once we get a hold of it, if I can hack it, and oh God knows though my rolls suck so badly, we could technically use it as a weapon on behalf of us.
Yeah, that sounds good.
I hear dead. No one has any confidence that I will not blow that fucking roll.
All I know is that I've reserved my inspiration token for just this.
Just that I did. Well, if
Yeah.
it's a street gang, especially, I mean, just because it's a subsect of the main street gang, they're going to have lots and lots of people. You know, the gang is there's going to be lots of people there, so we could try and pick them off one at a time until we could whittle them down, or we could do a frontal assault. And if we do a frontal assault, they're going to have lots of people with lots of guns.
Yeah.
So what have we got in terms of armor?
Yeah, there's no way
hang on a second.
A frontal assault. There's no way we can survive a frontal assault.
Go ahead, Chess.
I have something called an implant strike, which does 3d10 plus 3 damage, is 150 foot radiation under type.
Wow.
So if there's a bunch of people there.
Is that like an EMP for the headsets?
Using a street gang. That's kind of what I'm thinking. Yeah, if there's a lot of people there.
So Shaz has what's called a medical implant in her hand, right? So that's what that strike is. And it's a 5th level feature that she just got. So her medical implant can do that kind of that strike. And if you look in your feature, right?
That's
amazing. It's a long range strike. Beginning at 5th level, you reverse engineer your medical implant with the option to do serious damage. As an action, you can shoot a beam of life-draining energy from your palm. Ooh, it's like Iron Man. And you are proficient in this attack. Make it a range attack against a target within 150 feet. So it's one target. On a hit, that target takes 3d10 radiation damage, and you can use your medical implant this way 3 times before completing a long rest. Because this is your 5th level feature that you got boosted up. So when you go back up to the top of your sheet, right by where your weapons are, Shaz, you'll see resource tracker and you'll see touch of respite. Respite. No, implant strike. It's there for you
Oh,
to
that's
track it.
nice.
So you can track it. So 3 times
Yeah,
before you
implant
have a
strike.
long rest. Okay? But
Okay.
it's a wicked attack. And you
Okay.
can see that it's also lined
Yeah.
up in your attacks there. So but you gotta track how many times you use it. So it's pretty cool.
Yeah. Okay, but it's only one, not an area effect.
Yeah,
Okay.
no, it's only for one target at a time. It's still like it
Okay.
is like an Iron Man thing. It's pretty cool.
Mm-hmm.
That sounds amazing. Does anybody else have any like AoE type attacks like that?
And that's not an AoE attack. It's a single target attack.
It's a single right, okay.
I mean, I've got my botnet. So my botnet, I can do an exploit. Yeah, mine's more. So my botnets are more. I can do exploding grenade, but the rest is more stealth slash messing with people's cybernetics stuff. So things like I can do a white noise. Choose up to 3 creatures within 30 feet of you. Targets must make a mind saving throw or gain the deafen condition for 2 rounds. Yeah,
Cool.
so really my only thing is grenade. Using an action, you choose a creature within range that is carrying a grenade. You cause the grenade to explode. The grenade has normal effect.
Fantastic. So if any of them are carrying grenades, you
Yeah,
can make those grenades explode and blow them all up.
yeah. Now I have 5 botnets, so I can only do 5 actions, really.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's like spell slots, right?
Yeah, yeah. It'd be like a spell slot. Yeah.
But what about their comms? Because as soon as we start, if they know that we are there, if they discover
Yeah.
us, they're going to communicate for backup. So can we block their comms?
Yeah, it says using a reaction, you choose a 20-foot square within range. Any comms devices within that 20-foot square are overloaded and shut down for 1 hour.
Brilliant.
And then if you
Nice.
when you are within 10 feet of a computer terminal of security rating 3 or below, you may interface with the computer to gain additional information. Oh no, so that's not really things. You can create a distraction. You choose a creature within range. You cause all of their personal devices to send conflicting alerts, emergency messages, distracting them for 10 minutes. Creatures under this effect has disadvantage to perception for the duration.
So why don't we use that? I mean, we could think of a fire alarm in a building that's
Yeah.
very close to them or something. So all of the emergency services start piling up. The gang might think that they're piling up for them, where actually they're turning up for the building opposite.
Yeah, although I can only use that on one creature, but you could make the arguments that that then might make it confusing for other people. Um, using an action, you create. Sorry, say that again. Is that somebody else?
What was that, Jade?
I didn't say anything.
Oh, who said
So
something?
ping echo. Using an action, you create 3 pings that you broadcast into a creature's neural network. You can send all 3 to one creature or target up to 3 different creatures within range that you can see. Each ping deals 1d4 plus 1 psychic damage. That's really not. Doesn't really do it. I mean, I think the comms blackout, the distraction, the exploding grenade really are the 3 main ones. Plus, I can hack a mech, but only CR1 or lower. So I doubt that the mech we have we're dealing with is CR1 or lower.
Jazz, could you send in the van?
Yeah.
I know that van
No.
scares me.
Send in the van.
Or what, like, do you have any medical type stuff that you could do?
Well, yeah, but I don't think we want them healed.
Is it all healing, though? Or because sometimes people study medicine to hurt people, don't they?
Chaz, don't forget your van is a very special van that you put a lot of time
Yes,
and
I
money
know, and
into.
it is a special van.
And you also have enough gear. Like you do have your lab in the van. Like you've got lab equipment stuff too, right? And you have reagents to make different medicines and other components, right?
Because
And if you whatever you
I
don't have, you can always go and get something too if you want to do something interesting like that.
On the video, could we, if we lower the table, the operating table in the van into the floor, so we've got the maximum amount of space, is it possible to get that Robotech into the back of the van? Or are we going to have to... Is the Robotech a suit where a human sits inside it and runs it, or is it just a robot?
It's just a mech. It's just a robot.
It's just a robot. So
Yeah.
is it small enough to fit inside the van, or are we going to have to find some way of transporting it?
Right. Well, you guys all rolled well enough that I would say this mech is, and it may actually scrunch down into, it may be able to compact itself too, right? But standing what you saw in the video and from the descriptions of what Dr. J's heard, it's at least 7 foot tall.
Okay, so it's
Of
not
a mech.
it's not outside the realm of possibility that we could, if we're controlling it, we could actually
Yep.
get it inside the van.
Yep. Yep. Most mechs do for shipping purposes. Usually, at least in the everyday mechs that have been used for shipping and that sort of stuff, can compress down into a square for quick and easy shipping and transportation. Right?
Will the back axle of the van take the weight?
Don't know.
Absolutely.
it looks pretty.
Shaz's van is pretty, like, it's old, but she put a lot of money in upgrading it, as you guys saw with the
Oh yeah.
different armaments.
Abe, what can you do?
Sorry, who were you talking to then?
What,
You cut out a
what
little
are,
bit, John.
Yeah.
sorry, what are your combat skills? What specialities can you bring?
Me. Okay, so I can. Sorry, I don't think I have much in the way of combat skills per se. Where did it appeared? My manual. So what I have is I have nose for trouble, so I can identify a creature within 60 feet and know its weaknesses, so that whenever then it's attacked, um, the attacker has advantage.
Oh, that's interesting.
Otherwise, yeah,
Yeah, your class is investigator,
yeah, I'm not a fighter.
and so you're more like getting, doing the role playing information. Your face, right? Your face on the 18th.
So
Yeah,
You
you
got the
can do
no
that
sleep and a
once,
shot of whiskey thing, which is
I
kind of fun.
have. I have. I've got the brains, but not necessarily the fighting.
and you can only do that once per short rest, you said?
No, I can do it as a bonus action. I don't think, is there a restriction on that? I don't see a restriction on that when I do this.
When you do which one?
When I do the nose for trouble.
So
Let me double check it for you. Yep. So it doesn't look like it's a bonus action. It doesn't look like it's restricted at all.
No.
So that can come
So
in handy.
so technically, we could work as like a sniper spotter team for 3 rounds because I can do the, oh Lord, where'd it go?
Yeah, your
The
implant
implant
attack.
strike I can do 3 times a round, and then I once per long rest I can do a precision aiming that I deal maximum damage for 1 attack. So that'd be 33.
Wow,
That's pretty awesome.
that is pretty awesome.
So in a sense, what we're trying to do is stealthily get to that within the building, not stealthily, but even if it's somehow in a non threatening way, get to that level, incapacitate or kill the people who are there, and then bring the mech down with us. Worst comes to worst, I would say the big the big money piece for that mech is the processor. If we can disassemble the processor, we could just walk out with the processor.
That's not what the
In
contract's for,
fact,
though.
no, the contract is for the whole thing, right?
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Start ripping
Well, hang
apart
on
the
a second.
mech.
If
The
you just kind
client,
of
the
want to
client
take a
might
whole
be.
bunch of,
Sorry, go ahead.
if we just want to, knock a bunch of people out, then yeah, we might be able to just slip something into the air, the water. I could probably take care of that. Might take a day or so though.
An idea.
A good
Yeah.
idea.
I mean, the least amount of shooting them up and things we could do if we could actually go in stealthy and knock them out in some way, that would make life a little more
Because
straightforward.
you could go in, you could knock people out. We could be the emergency company facility to go in and fix it.
So
Get
we're
to
in.
that level.
Can we get hold of any kind of respirators so we're not affected by the same gas?
You can pretty much rent anything.
Can we afford it though?
Well, how much does it cost? You know how much that costs?
Nope, but we can figure it out.
I have an anti-smog breathing mask. I can look to see if I can replicate 5. I mean, that's the other thing. I can. Let me look at it. And again, it would be up to the.
We would have you do
Not.
rolls to see how well you
Yeah,
do with
to whether I can
making
do it
them.
or not.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I mean you can do it, but we'll see how successful you
Yeah.
are, and then who
Yeah.
gets. If you have a shitty roll, it'll be really interesting who gets that mask.
Ah, goddamn fucking shitty rolls. Anyway, but I'm more hacker now than techie, so what's my
But
tech?
you do have robotics. You should have
I
mechanics
have
and
mechanics. I do have mechanics and engineering, but engineering's not huge, but I do have a 4 in engineering.
I got a 6 in mechanics, so I could help with part of it.
Oh, okay. Okay. I mean, we could look at trying to try to put something together.
I like the idea of knocking people out, even if we have to rent some masks.
Yeah, I like that idea
And
as
if
well.
I still had my orange crush, we could just knock them out absolutely, completely.
Gonna kill
Can
them.
you make some?
Damn it.
Damn it.
you can
Well,
make some, and there's a black market
you
for
know,
everything, right?
It's
We could sell the bits of
it's
them.
kind of interesting because one of the sort of bits I started out with was some kind of creepy orange mold that was growing on that couch. So I'm not entirely sure if I could replicate that.
Well, I mean, just swab vert or something. Like
What do you mean swab
bend
me?
over, vert. Let's see
Oh
if you
my
can get some
God.
orange stuff off your butt. Kind of like a
No
gonorrhea test.
respect. I'm
Yeah,
clean.
pucker up.
I'm clean.
Yeah, exactly. Pucker up. Exactly.
Once you've had gonorrhea a few times, you have a natural resistance to it. That's what I'm saying.
Oh, good lord. Didn't know that. Things you learn playing Cyberpunk.
So,
Now I'm wondering if that's really true
No,
or
I don't
not.
think it is.
I don't think it
Is
is.
it true?
No,
No, it
It's
isn't.
not true?
No,
Oh, it's not.
that's just my
Oh,
my
okay.
philosophy.
I'm
My
pretty sure that
philosophy.
Sorry, I have to say I've never had gonorrhea, so I wouldn't be in that thing.
Pretty sure there'll be tens of thousands of 18th century people who have died from gonorrhea. Would disagree with you, but yeah.
It was sat there going, "It's not true, it's
It's
just
not
not
true.
But they,
No, exactly.
but they
Um,
only had it once.
Oh,
yeah,
that's true.
that's very true. Just to let everybody know, my specialism is melee. I'm okay with ranged weapons. I'm more of insinuation and melee type. So all of my combat actions, I have to be up close.
Yeah, I think you're much better in the up and front uh, in the action
I'm
than
quite, yeah,
yeah,
I'm quite happy to go in, but I don't want to go in on my own
yeah,
versus 50 know,
yeah. I agree
gang
with you.
members. If we could knock them all out by sleeping gas or worse, aka from Shaz, I go in with a respirator and that's it. Cool.
Oh God. Yeah. I mean, that's the thing. I do think so. Here's I think our best. I mean, one of the best way in the sense because it's so short and we don't have much equipment slash weapons is to try to somehow hack in either incapacitate or seriously reduce the people who are living there effectiveness. Go in, grab that thing. Wonder if it flies. Would it fly, Vic?
Well, you don't have all the specs on it, right?
Right.
Because that's going to be proprietary information from
Yeah.
the client, and the client's not going to
Yeah.
give anybody that. Yeah.
We
So
would just have
That'd
to.
be pretty obvious too, though. I mean, if we take this thing out and it's flying across the city,
True, but it's going to be fairly obvious if we march it down the stairs and take it out. Mind you, it has. Okay, so it's a big apartment building, correct? Probably has an
yeah,
underground parking.
that's going to have a parking lot for sure.
So underground parking. We go in, we park underground, we take the elevator up, we bring it down on the elevator.
And
That's probably the
you've
most
seen
thing.
the elevator in the game. It's like a cargo elevator.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. So I think that's going to be that. This will probably be the for the time and resources we have. That's going to probably be the most successful thing. And what does and so
okay. So
blue?
how about this?
Yeah,
Somebody goes and contacts a real estate agent. Tell them we need an apartment. We're looking for a place. We go in, view a couple places. I drop some stuff. I don't know, down a ventilator or a water supply, just down a tap.
yeah,
That way we'll be able to at least take out some of the people in the building.
yeah, yeah. I think the best bet would probably be ventilator. And with you and I working on mechanics, we should be able to come up with something with some rolls. Um, I was just trying to see if there's anything else. Oh, by the way, my exploit list actually is bigger at level 5. At level 5, my comms blackout goes to 40 feet instead of 20 feet. Anyway, or yeah. Anyway, so I'll figure that out. But I mean, that's the thing. So we go in, we hit it. We at the same time that we are blacking people or are knocking people out, we go in, we block out the comms, we create a distraction, we take out the people that's kind of left um, on the floor with the robot. We hack into the robot, or we take the how they're controlling the robot and bring it down to the van, and out we go. Does that sound like a rough of plan? Blue, blue. You said you're melee, right?
Yeah. Melee or Guns. Actually, I'm a little bit better with guns, but I can do melee as well.
Well, because I've got a pistol. If I'm doing the hacking and the comms work, I can give you my pistol and any ammo I have. And Vert, you have a pistol, and what's your expertise, or not expertise, but your weapons? So like pistols, submachine guns, and shotguns? Probably,
Hold on.
because I think that's everybody's. Seems to be
I,
melee.
can I just ask a question? Mechanics question for the game.
Sure.
Looking at armor on the armor page, are helmets the AC from a helmet? Does that add to your AC like a shield does? So
Yeah.
no matter what armor you're wearing, if you're wearing a helmet, it just adds that onto it.
Yes, it should. I think
Okay.
it acts exactly like a shield if I'm correct. So it would add 2 to your AC.
The other thing,
So
and
if you're
again,
gonna get, sorry, let me
yeah,
interrupt. I'm
go
sorry.
ahead. Yep, yep.
The other thing is if you're going to end up doing something like putting together an outfit that has a mask outfit and it onto your helmet, it'd almost be like an evac suit to a certain extent, right? Or a hazardous substance team for the fire department type thing would have those hazmat suits. That's just something I'm just kind of thinking about with the helmet idea and the ventilating mask idea. Anyway, sorry, go ahead, Dr. J.
Um, Sorry, I lost my train of thought. That's not your fault. That's mine. I should have been thinking it through. Um,
So for
because
weapons, I'm
yeah,
melee, pistol, and shotgun.
okay. So because the other thing too is if our melee person, so if our kind of tank is going to be Anna, we could we could kind of rent some armor particularly to her.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, the other thing is we rob a bank.
You go for it. You go, girl.
Well, or hack something.
If we're robbing a bank, we might get more money than stealing this mech tax
I
thing.
know.
True,
I
true
know.
enough, true enough, true enough. I mean, I think the
But
problem is,
I like this idea. We could try out this ventilation, the knockout poison stuff
yep,
in the
yep,
apartment building,
yep.
see if it works, and then go hit the bank.
Do people still go into banks though, or is it all kind of?
Oh,
I
whoa,
think
whoa, whoa, whoa! Too much traceability. If we're going to do something like that, I say we go to the casino on the day that they're actually moving the cash.
okay.
At this point, though, are people still using cash?
You got cash points.
Oh
Well,
yeah.
probably don't have cash.
Yeah.
Well, yeah.
Yep, but I mean
I
people have
got
creds
cash.
on cred sticks, right?
But they're on cred sticks, so
Yeah,
we'd be hacking in if we
Yeah,
went to
but
do anything.
Eddie's there is cash for Eddie's too.
yeah.
Yeah, there's still some cash forms because with the society, with how the United States is kind of broken up and how California is a free state with some independent city states,
Mhm.
there needs to be mobile currency, right?
Right.
Because again, the world's kind of global supply chains broken down. It's not easy to get the stuff you want anymore because the world's really gone to shit. So yeah,
And it's easy to
gold.
hack into systems.
Yep, gold still has value. Gems still has value. Everything, you know what I mean. There still needs to be some mobile wealth. So yeah,
Yep.
you get Bitcoin, you got electronic wealth, you get email transfers, but you still do have currency
Right.
because someone's got to pay for the drugs.
um. Yeah. I mean, that's where we're at, guys. What is any other ideas?
Well, other than robbing a bank.
No, I don't think we. I don't. Well, if we rob a bank, if we rob from the corpos, it's a lot worse than robbing from
Quickie mart.
a Cookie Mark or robbing from the White Claws.
And
I
and
fear the Corpors more than I fear the White Claw.
and I want to correct my answer to you. So on the armor list, you have light helmets are 1 to your AC, and then a regular helmet has 2 to your AC.
I saw that. That's what I figured.
Yeah.
So when I transferred my gear from the old system to the new, did you want me to have a light helmet or a normal helmet? I took a Kevlar jacket in light armor, not the Kevlar bodysuit, which is much better because I'd figured it was too much. So
Yeah, I mean, as far as armor and stuff, the part of the problem I kind of saw with like trying to give you guys like the really really good stuff is that you probably wouldn't have had it on you, and a lot of your stuff was stolen during the attack on your home, right?
okay.
So if you didn't have your helmet with you at the time, then most likely it would have got either ripped off by the attack squad or your neighbors after the attack squad left.
Okay,
Right?
I'll take the helmet then.
Yeah. But doesn't mean you can't get another one.
Yeah.
No,
And it
no,
doesn't
but
mean
it
you
makes
guys can't
sense.
go somewhere and steal one, or you can rent one, right? And the thing is, I really want you guys to tighten up and really know how many eddies you have to work with, because that's going to be,
Yeah.
if you have to rent equipment, then we're really going to have to track where you're
So
spending what resources you have until you hit the mother load.
yeah. So
And
I
don't
have
and again, you had the 3 jobs that were offered to you, and one's just a simple courier job that doesn't
we
pay
could
much, but it also, you know.
we could do the simple courier job while we're planning this other job.
But I don't know if Vert told you that in character.
Okay.
No, I
Sorry.
didn't tell them. No one else is telling anybody.
So there you go. So
I just
in character, if Vert didn't tell you that, then you got one job.
now we got one job. That's it.
Unless Vert wants to tell you. I mean, Vert. Let's be honest, and Vert, I love you, but you do have some control issues, buddy. Okay, then, yeah.
Says you.
So,
Okay,
Shaz,
guys. All right, all
Shaz,
right. But to term, we've talked about bank robbing, whatever. I think this is a great job to do because I think it could leverage into other stuff. I don't think. I think there could be other things we could do for these IT folks if we manage to get this job. There was another easier, more straightforward job that we would get a little less money for if we wanted to do that to get some money to pay for some equipment. It's well, and again, it was a simple pickup, drop off, even though we have found that that's not always the most simple thing. But anyway, I'm throwing that there as a contribution towards making a little bit of dosh.
Well, do we have price lists handy of rentals and bullet prices and grenades and whatnot?
Yeah, that's all under weapons.
All under weapons. Thanks.
I still think that Shaz making the gas, to Jay doing your long range stuff, and then Boo and Vert backing me up as we go in,
Yeah.
probably be the best tactic.
See,
Yeah.
I like you guys. You're also thinking and up for the challenge.
Well, who doesn't want a TPK?
So the weapons page is all still on the Wong Long sheet, and the dollars that I have on my sheet, I think, were the eddies, the 1350 that we got from that other job.
Yeah. I'll
And
have
there
to.
wasn't a list.
And they're consistent, or they need to be exchanged.
Yeah, I think I'll have to do an exchange for you guys.
That and
Because
I didn't
my
see
heavy
bullets.
pistol is apparently worth 100,000 wontons. So if I can sell my heavy pistol for the 100,000 and still have a shotgun,
Yeah,
we'll be good.
I'll have to check into that before next game. I'll have to do the conversion. Sorry, I didn't think about that. There was a lot of work to converting your guys' cheats over, and I missed that. So I will have to do Wong Long's conversions from Eddie's.
Oh no, it's not a complaint. It's
Yeah.
just we need to know what the transfer is before we know what or how much we
Yeah,
can buy
totally.
to start setting things up.
Yeah, totally.
Now,
Yeah.
does the Cyberpunk Red have prices for guns and
Yep.
bullets?
Yep.
Because what we could do is go back to them for their guns and bullets
And use that.
and armor, and use that pricing with the
Yeah, but I think I'll just convert over your bankrolls, and then we'll just use
Okay.
this new system. It'll just be easier
Okay.
that way.
Okay.
So I'll have to take a look at that. It's not something I can do right now on the fly,
Oh yeah. Oh
but
yeah.
I'll definitely. And that was a really good point, and I will make sure to update that. And I knew there was going to be something along the way that was going to that I would have missed because it was a lot of material.
You did an awful lot. Yeah.
But we'll figure it out. Yeah, I'll convert your eddies to Wulongs, and then we'll use the Wulong prices in the Carbon's book. The less we have to go back to Cyberpunk Red, the better. Because that's just going to be confusing.
Do we have a timeline to get this particular job done?
It's like a bounty hunt, right? The first people that retrieve the mech gets the reward.
Yeah. So really, it's something we really want to get done within the next 2 to 5 days.
Yes, we want to get it done soon. We don't.
You want to be the first ones there. Yeah, for sure. Because this isn't just one, like they're only contracting out to you. It's like through the fixers. It's an open contract, yeah.
And I just want to say though that with this job, again, like anything, Susie Q's a new person. If we manage to pull this off, we will get more jobs. Because presently, people think we're nobodies.
I just had an idea. And it's a little cheeky, but why don't we get ready to move at a moment's notice and get a room in a relatively good position to watch and monitor gang's activities, and then when another bunch of bounty hunters attack the gang, we let them fight each other whilst we sneak in and steal the mech.
I love that idea.
Hi, Debbie.
A decent idea.
Yeah, that'd work too.
Because we can do that work. We can do that work with regards
Sit
to
right there, babes.
Infiltrating the air circulation system. So once they start fighting off whatever's left, we can just knock them out.
Yeah, because I would still stick with the plan of having the knockout stuff, but looking more for any people who, the survivors who are stood up, then we're knocking them out. And we can take whatever equipment and stuff they came with.
Then they get the blame for it disappearing and we go away scot-free.
Yeah.
We might be taking a little bit more than equipment. But you don't need to worry about that.
That's your business.
We're not holding off so you can complete major surgery on 20 people.
We just want a percentage, though.
We just want a percentage.
Did we lose someone off of Discord? Did we lose anybody? I thought I heard someone click off.
No.
Okay, never mind. Okay, sorry, keep going.
I think so.
All right. So
if you're taking percentages, then I guess I'm going to have to charge you for the knockout stuff.
Yeah.
Well, we could do it where all these costs, because it would be unreasonable for people to fork out money, and it just be your stuff. But we could agree to take the 15,000, take off the cost like you would for everything that we've needed for doing this job, and then divide up the difference. And then spoils of war, we would share those too, including body parts.
Including body parts. Oh my god!
And I need to know from Shaz how much I owe the van for fixing me up the last time.
Oh yeah, you guys did get a lot of stuff on a tab. You got all healed up on a tab. Yeah.
Well,
I'll have
that's
to
the
figure
thing.
that out too. Everyone's tabs
I didn't
for
get
healing.
anything. I don't trust your van.
So that was Anna and Blue and Dr. J that got a little bit of healing?
Yeah.
Yeah, I got a bit of healing.
Yeah, and
I've got to say,
you also got cleaned. You got the vomit and the baby stuff all washed off of you too. There was an extra cost to that, Dr. J.
I'm sure there always
Did
is.
Dr.
Does
J
it?
bathe the at the encampment?
Yeah,
Oh
but
yeah, that's true too. Way to ruin my fun, Blue.
Sorry,
Taking
sorry.
the fun
So
out of it.
Somebody's
as I
trying to defend me.
as I
just
recall, Anna had some money on the accounts um
yeah.
for the van. Dr. J owes money for justice healing, and I was kind of into the van for this and something else.
Although it is
Yeah,
kind
everything
of,
is used in there is accounted for. Don't worry about it.
but it's the healing thing is your kind of contribution to the party mechanic. So I don't mind replacing any medications and stuff that I might have used up, but charging us for healing is like saying, well, do I charge you for protection? Or I don't want to get into party charges. I think that would just break the party apart.
I think that was a little fun I was having with
Yeah,
AI,
that
saying we were
wasn't.
putting it on your tab.
Yeah.
Uh, Hal was having a little bit of fun with you all. The van was having a little bit of fun with you all, and that was just for role playing
All right.
fun,
Okay.
right?
Cool.
But not to say that Shads doesn't like you guys fucking with her shit. Obviously,
Oh
she
no.
would, and
We
you
were
obviously
respectful. Well,
know
I was
better.
respectful.
Yeah. So
Me and Idiot with
You
the
guys
Death
can take
Wish would
whatever
fuck with
body
Chaz's
parts you
shit.
want off of people, just
So
like me.
so I would say that so if we're going to go with this plan, we would first have to set up either a lookout in the actual building or across from the building. Um, we would have to make sure we've got equipment for the actual event. So by either um, so that's also creating the toxin or whatever. Also buying any kind of guns and ammo, armor, and we also have to. What else would we need to do? Do we need to do? And we should probably do a bit of a reconnoitre of the whole system and all that kind of stuff. All right. So how do we want to go about doing this? Have we made that's the next question. Have we made a decision?
Are we? Is that the plan that we? Is everybody happy with that plan?
I like
It,
Anna's plan.
Yeah,
yeah,
it's a pretty
Yeah,
decent plan.
takes all the noise off
yeah.
us. I like
I
that.
like that too.
So yeah, we need eyes and ears on the mech. We need stuff ready to take everybody out.
Do you know what I could do? The other thing is I could play a bit of dirty by actually advertising where this where this mech is on the dark net, and just because that then will attract all that shit to happen to come to there. We just step back, we just stand back, let everybody fight it out, and then step in and grab it. What do you think?
I think that's pretty high risk. If
It
we
is.
get if we run into people that are way stronger than us and better equipped.
And then also we would have a lot of people. We're just
True,
hoping to bump into one gang.
true. Okay,
Actually, if we can hold that particular plan in our back pockets for now, if things start to really go south for us, then put it up on the dark net
okay,
and see if that can, if that many extra people coming and visiting will spring us out of whatever situation we got ourselves in.
okay. Sounds good.
Who was the group in the tower that Anna and I went in? And
The
we made
Voodoo
up the
Boys.
story that Anna was pregnant and the Voodoo Boys. Okay, so who were their bosses?
The Voodoo Boys are one of the major gangs. They are their
Oh
own
yeah.
bosses. They completely run Pacifica. The cops don't even go into Pacifica because it's considered a combat zone. That gang is totally, fully in control of that that section of the city. They don't have
Okay.
bosses. They are the boss. And then you have like the Gucci
So-
Boys are sub gangs underneath the Voodoo Boys.
Okay, so it was the Gucci Boys that we were in then, because they all got knocked out, right?
Yeah.
Somebody took
Well,
out all
they
the Gucci Boys.
somebody went in
Okay.
there and off them all, right? After you guys had left, someone killed them all.
Okay.
And there's probably some people that
Okay.
spotted you guys and think you're responsible. So you do have,
So
you guys do have stuff coming
is
up.
there an equivalent? Is there an equivalent to the Gucci, like a lower level kind of thing that we could set up? Like we could send them a note to say, here, this is where the mech is, to draw just this one group in.
It's a good idea.
That.
Yeah, you guys could do that. You could do that. Now you guys are like night runners, right? You're street runners or whatever. Like you've got a little group and you're operating to do jobs and stuff like that. When you move up into baiting gangs, like then we're talking there's a different level of having just a night runner group of 6 people and a gang that has potentially, 1,200 or 1,300 members in that district, right? So just keep that in mind too.
Oh, okay, I didn't know there was that much of a number differential.
Yeah, I mean we're talking gangs that run. This is a city of 7 million people. So think Shanghai and China. Like it's huge. And so these gangs that are the de facto kind of warlords of each district, right? And then you have the city government, which kind of runs the corporate center, the city center, but then these fringe areas are more dominated by the gangs. And some gangs are, some people say, just tokens for other corporate,
Okay,
corporate
kibosh
activities.
that idea then.
Well, you can totally try and throw another gang at it. But it's the gangs have so much more resources than just a night runner group like you guys, right? They're just doing a job.
What's the identifying
Yes.
markings for the Voodoo Boys? Is it just gang colours or is it tats?
Well, in the case of the Tiger Claws, they have tats, right?
Yeah, so I know the Tiger Claws have tats,
And
but the
yeah, the Voodoo Boys. I'd have to double check that real quick because I wasn't bringing the Voodoo Boys into tonight's thing at all. But I would imagine they would have colors just like any other gang. The Voodoo Boys, for the most part, are kind of a gang that are all the gangs have tats. The Valentinos are Latinos; they have tats. The Voodoo Boys are mostly Dominican Republic descendants of workers that
right,
were brought in to build up that area during the Reconstruction era. So they're predominantly Afro Caribbean. Um,
right.
so there's also that's one thing I don't really like about Cyberpunk is that it's a lot very racist and or race centric in a lot of ways.
I'm just thinking it for our, our genetic background wouldn't allow us to put on Voodoo Boy colours, and they would suspect them because we're not that colour. So,
Yeah,
is there a gang? I mean, we couldn't do it with the Hispanics. I don't think anybody. I
there's
mean,
a gang that has a lot of that is mixed race. It's called the Sixth Street Boys. And they're more like cowboys. They're more like white trash that live in El Dorado. And there's the Maelstrom gang, which is the key to them is that they're covered in cybernetics. They worship the machine, right?
So
The
the
Voodoo
six,
Boys would have tattoos that look more like voodoo,
yeah,
artistic stuff with some Christ iconology, like some Christian skulls and stuff. But it's mostly going to be voodoo iconology.
yeah. So
They
all I'm
should.
thinking is if we get some of the gang colours that belong to the Sixth Street Boys, and we wear that during the attack, and then as soon as we leave, we drop all of those colours and hide them or dispose of them somewhere. And the immediate search from um, the Cobra gang, Cobra Claw gang, it's going to be. Well, we saw those colours, so we're going to go to them first, and it'll just give us some breathing space.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
Yeah, I like that. I like anything that basically kind of
Keeps us out of shit.
keeps us out of the shit. And I think it's actually a good idea because it it then can let those guys fight it out because right now we've got bigger fish that are after us. So if there's something that we can kind of throw the scent onto somebody else, then it's one less thing we have to worry about. Okay. So we'll have to get the colors, or we would have to get an understanding of what identifies those. And what I could do is put in some chatter in the dark net about this particular gang wanting to get its hands on this tech.
Do you
So
find me a spray can?
just buy you a spray.
graffiti.
Okay, that sounds good.
I reckon that when they tag their territory, they use the same tags
Yeah,
on the buildings. So all we do is when we steal it, we tag the floor to say, yeah, we were here.
sounds
And
good.
they're not geniuses, so we tag the floor with their gang sign.
Yeah,
We bugger off wearing their colours in case anybody sees us.
yep, I like that idea.
Yep. Sounds good.
We recognise the 6th Street gang area, like drive through it, so we can pick up a gang
Oh,
tag.
you guys, it's going to be common knowledge.
This is
So,
right. Okay.
yeah, it's going to be common knowledge. In fact, you could just do a Cyberpunk 2077 6th Street Gangs Google search, and you're going to get the Wikipedia for it.
Right.
So, yeah. So, as far as currency, where you've been talking, I've been looking it up. So, a heavy pistol in Cyberpunk Red is worth 100 eddies. In Carbon 2185, it's worth 1,000 woolongs. So that's an easy conversion. So whatever you guys have in your eddies, you're just gonna add a bunch,
Yeah.
3 zeros to it. Okay, and that means the job is gonna be worth more too. Because the jobs are
cool.
gonna have to be worth a hell of a lot more than what I quoted you guys.
Yeah.
So go ahead and
Yeah.
add your 3 zeros to what your woolongs are.
Oh, that's.
But then everything is inflated, right? Your rent's
Gives you
going to
a little
be
bit.
higher.
Yeah.
Bullet's going to be higher, but that should be a good conversion. And
That sounds good.
and then as far as this job,
So we're adding. So like if we had 100, that would mean we'd have 100,000.
yep,
Yeah.
exactly.
Cool. Okay.
So, so that's your conversion question. And I have to come up with some. But I'll come up with some more reasonable numbers for the job quote for you guys in a bit.
I broke open the book, and for GPS bullets, they look like the most basic bunch. 10 for 1250 woolongs.
Inflation.
But we got the money. We've got the money.
Yeah, we do.
Yeah.
Oh, so.
It's on page 82 for those who'd like to follow along.
Oh, let me see if I can. I've got some of the. I've done a bit of the colors for the 6th Street Gang.
It's mostly like America, the Stars and
Yeah.
Stripes stuff.
Yeah. Like
And cowboy
blue.
stuff, cowboy hats, and yeah.
Yeah.
Like just think of Texas.
Close your eyes and think of Texas. Let me. What I'll do is I'll actually put the website in the game chat. There we go. About a camo.
So can we just go ahead and buy whatever weapons and things we want to buy and take it off our money, or are we going to RP that?
No, you can. I mean, it depends. You guys got, I mean, it sounds like you're going to take a day to set things up, right? And also,
Yeah.
if you're going to rent a room, then we have to go and figure all that out, right? So if you have a shopping list of stuff you want to spend, and do the running around work, we'll just figure that out. You don't have to RP that. That would take forever. Holy fuck! It's going to the mall. No.
considering it's taken what 3 months to do 4 days.
Hey.
Yeah, no kidding.
But yes, I do think we should just. So, yeah.
Yeah. So you guys
So
should make a list of stuff that you want
yeah.
to do,
So
right?
let me go into. I'm gonna go into the. There must be a page here. Do we have
So if we're
a?
talking like rent, right? Rent. If you guys are going to be trying to book a 1 bedroom apartment or whatever, um, let's say this is probably a District 4 level. So a capsule apartment would be for monthly rent $2,700. If you're renting by the night, then I would imagine it's going to be more like, I don't know, 100 wulongs per night. So I mean, it just depends what you want to do, right? So let's make
Yeah.
a list. If you're gonna rent, if you're gonna try and rent a room across from the building,
Yeah.
sure,
Can
that's
you
fine.
uh
If you're gonna get regents
Vic?
for a knockout gas or poison
Yeah.
gas, then that's something we'll have to figure out
Yeah.
too.
Vic, can you put just a simple journal page up?
Did you guys have
Just
it?
oh yeah.
It's been there forever. It's right at the top of the handouts. It's CPR Players Journal,
CPR Players Journal.
and everybody should be able to edit. So, if people are doing stuff or making stuff, if Dr. J, so if Anna's gonna be finding you guys a suitable apartment, then that's one thing, right? And everybody needs to really know what their money is. So actually, maybe I'll grab what your money is right now. Anna, how much money do
Okay.
you have?
1,350,000 wulongs.
Wow, 1,000,000.
I had
53.
1,350 eddies, so I just
350,000 million. Okay, 1,350,000. Okay, that's Anna. Dr. J.
Okay. So Dr. J has. We did this.
Anna's rich.
I also have. What the heck? Oh, sorry, I'm in the wrong friggin' game.
Do you owe me money, Dr.
Yes,
J?
I do. I do owe you money. Hang on, for some reason, launch the thing.
Well,
Sorry
most
about
of you
that.
guys are going to have the same amount as Anna, right? Because that's what you got paid out for the master tapes.
pretty much, yeah.
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 Shaz.
I've
Well,
spent
I have a little
4,000 on
less.
ammo.
Sorry? I didn't hear that, Shaz.
I spent 4,000 on ammo, so I have 1,346,000.
And I have 960,000. But Dr. J owes me some money too.
Yes. So I owe you. You did 500, right? So 500 plus 3 zeros is 500,000. So So I have less than 500,000 I owe Vert. I have 1,175. So 1,175,000 Wulongs. And Liz, Vert, you can add another 500,000 to your thing.
So I have 1,460,000.
Yeah. So to come back to Vic, I'm back on the journal. I don't see.
Are you in the right game?
It's the journal, right?
Yeah, it's the journal. So under handouts, under journal, if you go down, you'll see
Handouts.
CPR Player's Journal.
CPR stuff.
I'll show it to you guys. Let me bring it up. Show it to you guys.
CPR
Because
journal.
I just added that bit at the bottom.
You see it?
All right. Okay. Sorry about that. Yes. Don't know why I can't. Anyway, sorry. My bad.
No, it should be right up at top. It should be right above your player character sheets under journals. And I just put CPR there because I'm
Oh, okay,
using
there
the
it
same
is.
one for.
Oh,
Yeah.
there it is. I'm so sorry.
No, don't be sorry at all.
Took me a
So,
while too.
so just when
Yeah.
you guys are, I mean, we're getting close to 10 o'clock. So just as a little thing. So go through
Yeah.
on the PDF of the core book, um, and it's all around. Like you'll see, equipment costs right by weapons, which is where's all this stuff? Tools, weapons, ammo. I mean, Blue's quite right. Ammo's about page 82, 83. Weapons is page 77. And you have the prices there, right? And armor and stuff. Gear and stuff is page 72. So it's all in that section. It's from page 70 on up to about page 90. You can go and price stuff out, and figure out what you want for this. As far as making stuff, I want you to have a very clear idea of what we're gonna have you roll to attempt to make things. So if you're making the breathable venting mask, or that's one thing, you'll have to roll to try and do it.
Yeah.
If you're just gonna buy it, then that's just gonna be you're spending Wulongs and you're going to a night market and buying it.
Yeah.
Or going,
The
yeah, I
other
mean, some
thing
of this
too.
stuff you can go to a regular store and buy it, right?
Yeah. Can we roll to see if we can get a better price?
It's going to take
Or
forever if we do that.
okay.
To
That's
be
cool.
quite
No, no, no.
to be
That's cool.
quite honest, it's going to take
Yeah. No.
forever.
Yeah. We don't want
And
that.
yeah, we just so really the homework is, since you guys all see the player journal,
Yeah.
put your name kind of like Anna did, and put down what you're buying and how much you spent. Okay? And just so I can see it before the next night. If there's things that we have to do and roll together, we're going to do that right as soon as the next session starts, and we're going to power through this. So I just want you to
Yeah.
have very clear in your mind what you want.
We can also use kind of like the house, the the the
The forums.
forum to maybe talk about, like,
Yeah.
Shaz and I can talk about what we need, what kind of gear we need to be able to make something to knock people out, um, and what kind of gear, if I have a feeling things like the air masks, now that we have a bit more money to play with, could probably be something we could buy. But we can also talk
And
about what other
knockout
things we might
gas
need.
or poison gas, if you want to kill people, can be something you can buy in the black market too, right?
Yeah, yeah. I can
So I'm
do
going
a
to
bit
create
of
a new
research.
topic on the forums that are going
Yeah,
to say, let's see, mech job. And that will be our new topic.
yeah,
And then you guys can put all your stuff in there.
yeah. I can do a bit of research on. I'll search and see what kind of info we can get for, like, poison gas, knockout gas, um, on these, uh, um, on the web for things like cyberpunk and carbon.
See, my only concern with that is if it's known somewhere in the black market in Night City that we went out and bought a whole bunch of this shit,
True enough.
and then it comes out.
Yeah. Well, and maybe that's it. There's a nerve toxin that we might be able to actually um,
Look in Shaz's
look.
freezer.
Yeah,
just,
yeah.
just
Shaz, let's you
check.
and I have a chat
Vert's
via.
underwear.
We'll have a chat.
Yeah.
Well, hey, we can have a chat, and let me do a bit of research online, and I'll post it up there. Maybe we can come together what would be reasonable way of making something like this, and how much the regions would actually cost, reasonably cost, on the
Right.
web.
Yeah. Okay, that sounds good.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, and then once you guys kind of do that, then we'll hopefully that will help me. And if you could do it at no later than the week before our next session, and we should probably talk about that on the schedule as well, so that I have a chance to just kind of prepare what I want you guys to roll, so that I can just come in and say, "Give me this roll, give me that roll, give me that roll," and
Okay.
let's get that done as soon as possible, and we can get right into the action. Okay, and then if you are doing like downtime, so this is kind of like downtime stuff, right? That you would normally do in D&D. So you got 24 hours that you're going to be doing your prep for this job. So everybody should be figuring out what they want to do and how they want to do it, right? Even if that means like and Blue, I know you're more of a vehicles person. If that means checking the van's suspension to make sure it can carry the heavy payload or something else, then don't forget you have a lot of mechanic ability, right?
Yep.
If it means doing stuff like getting the plans for the mega structure, well, that's the hacker's job to hack into City Hall and see if they can get the plans. Or to hack into the utility company to see what the plans are for the HV system for the building, or whatever you guys are going to do, right? So make a list of what you're doing in your downtime to prep for this, and that can be like some people really like doing that for these things, but
Yeah.
it will make it easier for us to power through that first half hour, finish up the prep, and then just get you in there and see what you were successful at and see what you weren't, and see how the job goes.
Okay.
If that's cool with everybody.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So the next Cyberpunk, we did move the date around to January 15th because just people returning, right? We normally do it the first Saturday of the month. Now, today caused a conflict for Blue's schedule, and I'm very sorry about that. So, if we go back to the first Saturday of the month, is that still okay for everybody or not? So, that would be February 5th.
For me.
Not this particular first Saturday, but the rest should be fine.
Okay, so what do we have going um, for February for availability for everybody? So usually we do our D&D group the second Saturday, but I think we've changed that, didn't we? Because
Yes.
D&D is going to be the third. What is it? 1, 2, 3, 4. The fourth Saturday, I guess now, because we've had to change the dates on that as well. So the D&D is going to change to February 19th. So that means
Okay.
we could do Cyberpunk on February 12th, if that works. Does that work for anybody? Everybody? No?
I'll have the same conflict as I did today, but since that particular game is every 2 weeks as opposed to this one being once a month, I'll just play for 2 hours in that one and hop over.
Well, I don't want you to mess it on your game.
There's not really much that can be done because that GM schedule is every 2 weeks based on where they're staying. And there's some variability depending on COVID catching and custody weirdness. And
Right.
sometimes it changes, and it actually did this time, which is why there is a conflict now as opposed to next month.
So if we start doing Cyberpunk every second Saturday instead of the first Saturday, is that workable going forward or not? I'm a little confused. Sorry, I'm a little bit
That's the
tired.
thing. When I say every other, I really do mean every other. So that means For February, that right now, unless something changes on his end, that's the 12th and 26th. We'll be
Okay.
playing that game, but like I said, I am willing to cut that one short and hop over, so it's not
Okay.
that big a deal.
And you had something on the 5th, February 5th, that you
Yes,
couldn't.
that's just a conference that's not going to be repeated.
So we could do the 12th for February and then go back to the first Saturday for March.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Does that sound okay, everybody? We'll do the next game February 12th.
Yeah.
For me,
Yep. That's fine. That
If
works
you're
for me.
still having fun.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm
Like
having
if
fun.
you're not having fun, then tell me and we can stop, or we can do something else if we want to keep the group together. But if you're still having fun. And I
We're
always
having
like to
fun. I'm just
having fun.
curious as to when I'm
It's a
gonna
great group.
die. Feel
Yeah.
like it's gonna happen.
I mean, it is a great group, and I do like this world
Genre? Yeah.
genre.
The cyberpunk
Yeah,
genre.
I do like. I mean, it's fun to get out of the. It is fun to get out of the kind of, you know, wizard. You know, the kind of
Yeah,
traditional
the fantasy
D&D
world.
fantasy world. It's kind of nice to get out of there a bit and to do things that's a little bit more futuristic. Um,
Yes.
Well,
I know
it's
you.
I like this genre too because you can see yourself being actually in it,
Exactly.
right?
Yeah.
This is like 10, it feels like it could be like now or 10, 20 years. And that's the same with vampires and stuff. You're in the modern world, so
Yeah.
it's you know the world to a certain extent.
You can also play a bit more, not evil, but you can play a bit more harsher. You can be a bit more
Yeah.
cutthroaty.
Yeah.
Not that you can't do
Chaotic,
that in
good.
regular D&D, but yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Okay, so we're going to play on February 12th. Same bat time, same bat place. We're going to do our downtime in our mech job forum for what you want to do and how much you want to spend and any questions, and that will just help you guys get clear what your plan is and will help me get clear on how to organize the game for next session.
Did you recalculate how much we're going to be paid each? Or paid in general, and I can divide by 5?
I'm going to go back and I'll put that up as soon as I sit down and I figure out how much the job is worth, and I'll recalculate the job quote. You were quoted 15,000, which obviously isn't going to be enough. So I will figure that out. I just want to
Okay.
go through. I want to go through the book because I know we're in the book for Cyberpunk Red. The different toughness of the job rates are, but I haven't seen it in Carbon just tonight. But I've also been looking up other things and trying to make sure I listen to what you guys are planning.
Yeah.
So I'll do that tomorrow or so.
Okay, because my whole deal is I'd rather not spend more than we're actually being paid for this.
No, no.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Makes sense.
Yeah, for sure. And then what else? Yeah, okay. I think that's anything else that I'm missing, folks?
No, I think
Yes,
this is
maybe.
good. It's
Nobody
nice to
knows.
get back
No, I
into
think we're
this,
good.
guys. I missed it.
Yeah, it's been
Well,
fun. I
don't
find this
forget,
fun.
you guys got some
Me
people
too.
hunting you too, right?
I know. Fuck, I know.
You guys
We're
got a
gonna.
lot of actually people hunting you. You don't even know half the people that are hunting you. You think you know who's hunting you, but it's a tip of the iceberg of who's really hunting you.
And we're meant to be nobodies, but people are hunting us.
Yeah, all the
Yeah,
easier for us to disappear.
Yeah.
exactly. So getting a little bit of plastic surgery from your buddy Shaz might not be such a bad
Might not
idea.
be a bad
Maybe
idea.
getting makeovers are a new you.
I don't think any of them would trust her.
Yeah.
Well, depending if she's drinking or not, I don't know.
I'd wake up missing some cybernetic stuff,
You'd be
Yeah.
missing limbs.
limbs and stuff.
And then just a quick note. So for anyone playing D&D, we are playing next Saturday, and we're gonna try and finally get that game off the ground.
Yes.
And if it doesn't run, then there's part of me thinking, well, it's just not meant to be. So we'll see if everybody shows up, and hopefully we can run that game and get that module going. But if we have the no shows like we did last time, then I'm not. Then it's just the sign from God that it's not meant to be. And then I'm gonna start running an Expanse game instead. Haha! Sci-fi forever! Woohoo! But just so you guys know that, right?
Hey.
It's I've talked to the people that didn't show up, and we'll see what happens, right?
I have to
Hopefully we
say,
can get our D&D crew going.
I do like the Expanse series.
Well, that's the thing, right? I mean, it just ended, and you guys, if you haven't watched it on Amazon Prime, you should watch it. It's very diverse, very representative, strong female characters, and just a good story, and fantastic
Yeah.
sci-fi and great space battles. So, so I'm thinking about getting back into that, so I might run that game. If the D&D thing doesn't fly, then that's what I'm probably going to do with that time slot. So we'll see what happens. Anyway,
Sounds
I'll be
good.
there next week, don't worry.
yay! Anybody else have anything to announce? No, yes, no. Anybody running anything at conventions anywhere? No. Wonderful.
No.
All right. Well, I love you
Thank
all.
you, Vic.
All
Thank you,
right.
Vic.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you. And thank you for doing all the work converting.
Yes. Yes.
Yes, well,
Yeah,
yes,
that
for
was
sure.
huge.
Yes.
Well, luckily I needed stuff to do when my daughter was out, getting her bikini waxed and everything else. So,
Oh, really?
oh my God, she got her lashes done, her bikini done, her orthodontics, her dentist, you name it. The chiropractor, holy fuck me, honestly. Acupuncturist, honestly. That's a $6 million kid.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Oh my.
I'll stop it there. Thank you all very much. Happy New Year. So good to hear all your voices again. And we'll see you next month
Yes.
then.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
You guys
Okay.
all
Everybody
take,
have a good month.
you all take care.
Yeah, stay
Yep.
safe. Okay.
Be safe,
Bye
everyone.
bye.
Bye,
Bye.
guys.
Bye.